movie quality.
The configured recording path. All right, we're not recording again, so that's good. There's no record of tonight's broadcast. We should be live out there in YouTube land. We'll let all 6 of you get on here for the pregame show.
All right, welcome everybody to week 2 of Charger football 2025's the North Decatur Chargers, ranked 3rd, I believe you said now, Matt.
I've got them 3rd in the AP poll, absolutely.
Against the Eastern Hancock Royals, who are a 2A school, but are creeping up on the top 10 in the 2A poll as well. Number 12, I think, is what Matt said. And
coaches, Mark said they
coaches poll.
They had them 12 in the coaches poll. I didn't see them in the AP poll, but anyway, they had a heck of a week last week. They put up what 57 against
Greencastle,
I believe it was. High-powered offense. You're going to recognize some of these players. None more than their quarterback, Elijah Oden. Last week against Greencastle was a 50-14 win for them. But the statistics were quite impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you
did he
join the player fan tunnel?
Did he start? Is he a senior, Eli?
Yeah, we're gonna call him Eli or Elijah. Everybody goes by Eli, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know. Nobody from their side's listening anyway.
He is a senior, 6 foot, 195-pound QB, DB.
I think the kid played some as quarterback when he was a freshman.
I believe that.
I know he started as a sophomore.
The last couple of years, he's been the guy, right?
Yeah.
So here he comes back for a senior campaign. Last week against Greencastle, he posted 139 on the ground and 167 through the air for a combined 306 total yards for the game. They amassed almost 500 yards of offense. 495. North Decatur had a pretty good week last week too. You look at their statistics: 170 passing, 183 on the ground, 353 total yards in the game, in a 61-0 rout of the county rival South Decatur. So both teams come in here undefeated, obviously 1-0 as they stand.
Yeah, and you know, not to interrupt you, but the big thing about North Decatur stats you don't see on the air are the special teams. They had 158 yards on punt returns. So throw that in there, and we're right there at 500 yards too, Matt. So
that's right.
So you think, what is it going to be? Is it going to be an offensive shootout here tonight, or is one of these defenses going to come in and shut the other one down? That's the tale that we're going to see here in about 16 minutes.
I think it's fair to say both offenses are pretty high-powered. You got 29 and 1 in the backfield for North Decatur, along with a young number 7 who's got an arm on him, and we'll see how that offense opens up. And obviously, you know what Eastern Hancock's going to bring in Eli Oden. They've also got this Cube kid in the backfield. Number 24 is a dude, Mark Cube. He's a senior, 6 foot, 195 pounds, quicker than lightning, and he is built. He can run the football. I believe he plays DB. Does he play DB or linebacker?
That's a good question.
He's leading them in tackles. I do know that.
Is this his senior year as well?
That is correct.
Yeah, and he's played since he was very young, too. You know, I can remember him 2 years ago up here. You know, he would have been a sophomore, and he carried the ball for him a lot then. And so it's they've got some experience back there, and their experience has a lot of talent, a lot of speed, a lot of moxie to them and everything like that. So it's going to be a good test here for this young season and a Charger defense that last week just frankly didn't get tested a whole lot. So it'll be interesting to see how they deal with a lot of good athletes out here tonight, Matt.
Yeah, and let's not forget Eastern Hancock's size. Eastern Hancock's size has reared its head against us the last 2 or 3 meetings, and mainly on the defensive side of the ball. They will platoon that defensive line in, first, second, third down substitutions, wholesale substitutions, and just keep bringing fresh legs at you. And when you watch them warm up, they've got some size down there in the line drills. They're big.
Yeah, they were. I was what little bit that I've kind of read about them and looked into them about them. I didn't think that their line was going to be quite as big as what it had been in the past. And when we got here and we're getting everything set up, they stand out. They've got some size to them, and normally they're pretty good athletes too. They can move, and like Matt says, they've got the numbers here that they get a lot of breaks in there. They move those guys in and out, especially on the defensive side of the football. and keeps them fresh going into that third and fourth quarter time frame.
Well, it's a new regime here at Eastern Hancock. This is Josh Holden's first year at the helm at Eastern Hancock High School. He is undefeated in the blue and white thus far. 1-0.
There you go.
They stand. So we'll see what this offense looks like. It could be a new look altogether, but time will tell. Looks like they're doing youth night here as well, as they've got the youth kids up at the tunnel. So we're going to take a quick break. We're about 13 minutes from kickoff. We got more of the pregame show right after this. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tubby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tubby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tubby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live on the visitor side tonight. Matt and I are doing it from the visitor side bleachers here tonight. They don't have much room over there on the home side up in the press box. So we're over here broadcasting, so if you hear a semi hit their horn back here, or a screech or a crash or a little wind, we're in the elements tonight, Matt.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've been out in the elements, but here we are. But like Chris said, that press box across the way there is just pretty cozy. So we decided, with the weather the way it was, we're going to sit out here and see what happens. I think the only risk we have here is getting puked on, Chris.
Yeah, I think you're right. We might get a little bird crap. There's a lot of bird crap around here.
That migration with the cold front coming through, lots of birds in the air tonight. So keep your head on a swivel if you could, partner.
Yeah, well, don't look up. It'll be across the front of your teeth before you know it. But a couple thank yous here tonight real quick. I'd like to thank David Gray.
Absolutely.
And we got his Starlink working out here, and generator, and North Branch Golf Course as well, as they provided a generator out here as well. So we've got a lot of help to make this broadcast possible, Matt, and we appreciate everybody's help.
Donations can be made to the Gray Foundation. David, where would you like those donations to go? Give us an address at halftime, but he said if we go over 50 gig, he's going to start getting charged, so we might have to get an envelope or a basket and pass it around here for all you. But no, we do appreciate David's help on that. That made a huge difference. For whatever reason, we're sitting right next to the interstate, yet there's very little cell phone signal where we sit. So
yeah, last year, or 2 years ago, if you remember right, we couldn't even do the broadcast up here. We ran into problems with the internet here. Matt and myself, neither one of us could get anything on our phone, and we didn't get much help from them to get anything from the school. So we're in good shape here tonight. We've got full bars, so we got 2 generators sitting back there, and we're not going to run out of gas. So unless something goes crazy wrong, we should be able to give you a full broadcast here tonight as the Eastern Hancock Royals and North Decatur Chargers are set to kick things off here. There's 8 minutes till game time. And, Matt, we've kind of went over a little bit about Eastern Hancock. Anything else stand out to you?
Well, other than the fact that, it's an athletic team. It always has been. This has always been a knockdown, drag-out fight. You go all the way back to the 11-win team. How many years ago was that now? 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And that was a heck of a football game.
It was.
Go back three years ago, heck of a football game. 2 years ago, came down to the final moments, driving down to the end. We're trying to tie that game up or go ahead. We throw a pick. Last year, not so much. Last year was a little bit of a challenge. Uphill battle all the way for us. It was 98 degrees, felt like 162 on the field. And you could see it in the eyes of North Decatur players as they were coming on and off. And Eastern Hancock just kept platooning players across the field, and I forget the final, 38-6.
Yeah, and I feel like last year too, and it was a great year by that group of kids for the Chargers. I feel like that was probably their worst game all year, and whether they just weren't on that night, got off to a bad start, the temperature that didn't help anything, this and that, whatever. But we just didn't come off and get a good start there. And really that's what North Decatur is going to need to do here tonight. We've got some seniors out there that are helping out, in new roles this year that are playing really good football, and a lot of young guys too that have stepped into roles this year, Matt, off a very senior-laden team last year. And, it's going to take a few games here, but I thought against South Decatur they came out and, they scored on their opening possession and 3 and out on defense, and it got things rolling. And I think that's going to be key here tonight too. You don't want to see them get down 14 points or so here tonight. We want to keep this within a one-score game for most of the game if we can.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one to battle back in, and Chris made mention of it earlier. But one I think X factor that will come into play is our special teams. I mean, that was on full display. When you put 29 back there returning punts, he's electric. He is hard to get hands on. He's incredibly shifty. And he has grown and matured over the offseason. So he probably hasn't had the bridle completely let loose on him yet and just let him go. I think you're going to see that tonight. You've got back up there in the number 1 jersey. He was a great north-south runner with a lot of strength. And those 2 guys it's a heck of a 1-2 punch. So obviously that's going to come into play here tonight. We said Eastern Hancock's athletic, but let's not sell ourselves short. There's some athletes over here in the red and white too.
Yeah, there is. We've got a lot of guys that are stepping into the spotlight, so to speak, this year. Hunter Meister has had a really good summer and scrimmage campaign, had a good game last week. I thought Eli Trinenkamp, another senior, had a really good game last week. Really did some good things out on the edge on the cornerback position, and frankly, you're going to have a lot of that tonight with the athletes that Eastern Hancock has. They're going to work not only the middle, but they're going to work the sides too, and those guys are going to have to answer the bell. Our 2 safeties here tonight, Simon Barber plays one, and Thackeray plays the other one, and those guys are going to have to be tackling machines. Our linebackers are going to have to flow to the football, and again, we're going to need to get some help from up front with Charlie Palmer and all his mates up there too. So it's going to take a team effort. There's no doubt about that. It's not going to be a one-man show here tonight. It's going to take 11 strong, man.
Well, you made a comment about training camp, and it was a good one because he has stood off the page. When you go back and look at scrimmage footage, or you go back and look at South Decatur footage, we've got some press there out of number 31 on the edge. Who's playing on the other side? Forgive me.
Tyler Dean.
Tyler Dean on the other side. Those two guys can come up and set an edge. And I think it's fair to say we've missed a little bit of that. We've kind of waited on those corners to mature, and here they are. They've arrived. And I really thought those two did a really impressive job, both in the scrimmage and in week one, of setting that edge. Now, that's going to be critical here tonight because I know that Kube and Odin can both run. And if we can keep them between the tackles, or at least between the ends, that'll be huge for this Charger defense.
Yeah, I agree. And, you mentioned it too. They're going to work the outside. They're going to work the inside some too, but they're going to work the outside. There's no doubt about it. They know that their team's got a lot of athletic ability, and they're going to try to run around us if they're not having any luck running through us. And it'll be interesting to see how this group handles that. And, they handled it well last week. I thought they made very good strides in their scrimmages this year, and it'll be interesting to see when you get up against some really good competition here tonight. North Decatur has got a heck of a schedule this year. They play a lot of quality teams, and this is one of the good teams that they play, one of the better teams that they play, probably a top 2 or 3 team out of their whole schedule. And it's going to be interesting to see, especially being it's early in the year. So, all right, so they have got the toss done. We're going to take just one quick commercial break. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds till we're going to get some more Charger football. You're listening to Charger football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here live at Eastern Hancock Health Stadium, it says over there, where the North Decatur Chargers are set to take on the Eastern Hancock Royals. 1 minute and 15 seconds before game time here, and North Decatur is set to receive the football here as they've got the receiving team out on the field. And that back deep for the Chargers is none other than Corbin Thackeray, Braden Murray, and Simon Barber are the upbacks with Tyler Dean, Hayden Caney, and Braden Yeager standing in front of them. With a group of young men lined up just past midfield.
With 52 seconds left before kickoff, we'll go ahead and rip off our first quarter sponsor, which is Kennelly & Daughters, powered by teamwork driven to shine. At Kennelly & Daughters Car Wash, we're proud to support our local athletes and the spirit of teamwork on and off the field. With our premium graphene protection, your car stays looking its best no matter how hard you play. Join the Clean Club, Chris, for unlimited washes all month long.
Clean Club.
Up to one per day, starting at just $24.99. It's fast, local, and built for champions like you, Chris. They're talking right at you.
That's right.
Champions.
I bet Rebecca wrote that just right for me.
I did. All right, Eastern Hancock, the Royals are set to kick this thing off into the sun. They're going to push this thing left to right on your radio dial, Chris.
Never gets old, does it?
Never gets old. You got to keep using it, keep it alive. End over end kick into that second row. That's going to be caught by Murray. Murray's going to bust it to the outside. He gets mowed down almost immediately. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the returns, just shy of the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for North Decatur.
Yeah, shallow kick there by Eastern Hancock. Don't know if that was done by design or if the guy just missed it. They normally got a pretty good kicker up here in years past. But nonetheless, it's going to give the ball to the Chargers. like Matt mentioned, on the 38-yard line. So North Decatur starts this thing out in really good field position, Matt.
North Decatur starts with the ball, good field position, their own 38-yard line, and we'll see what this Royals defense is made of. They got some big ones in the middle there. Number 74 at tackle, Drew Morris, sophomore, 6'1", 275.
His shadow looms long coming from the east to the west.
Well, and he's just a baby. All right, got him in the gun. Thackeray in motion. The give is to Barber. Barber north and south. Hard run, and there we go. 6 yards right out of the gate, right in the teeth of that defense, right over the top of Mr. Morris.
And I'll tell you what, Matt, what looked good about that up there was a hole to run through there. That's a good start for that Charger line up there. As they had a good week last week, there's no doubt about that. And they come out firing right off the ball here, and a nice pickup of about 7 yards. We're going to call it heavy 6, if not, on first down.
Well, it's interesting. They're going to roll with that odd front, which is going to leave that off-tackle play open all night long. We'll see how long they take advantage of it. Fields has got them under center right now. They bring a guy up, and they walk him up into those B-gaps. And now the give is off-tackle left side. That's Corbin Thackeray, and he is mowed down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about a yard, it looks like.
And they got a lot of penetration on that, Matt. There was tacklers in the backfield right off the bat.
A loss of 1 on the play. It'll now be 3rd and 5 for the Chargers.
All right, so here's what you got to think about now is they've got like Matt said, they run a 3-man front, which is really kind of odd. But that time, yeah, they walked it up with both linebackers to have a 5-man front that time. Now what you've got is you've got a very good tight end in Hunter Meister. Something across the middle of the field should be wide open.
See, they're going to bounce these backers around. It's going to be a 5-man front by the time they get their backers done moving. Now, Fields going to roll to his right, throw into the flat. It is complete, and we're fighting for the first down. I think that spot ought to give it to him. That's a first down. Chargers move the chains.
Nice catch there by Thackeray. Good pass by Fields. So there you go. Starting off here strong. We had a good run. Maybe a little slight bad blocking on the second one there, but you got to feel that out, Matt. You got to see those linebackers. You can watch it on film. You can talk about it, but until those guys walk up in there, and there's no slide of linebackers there either. It's not like those are 150-pound guys standing over there.
Now, I remember this Luke Manship. He is a sophomore, 6'3", 220-pound linebacker in the middle of that field. And, boy, they grow their sophomores big around here. Now Manship plugs into the gap there. He's going to add to that front, and he's going to get that tackle in the backfield, or at least a piece of it. They fired 31 in there as well. That is Taylor Conley, the junior. Nothing doing on first down for the Chargers.
All right, so still trying to kind of feel things out here, Matt.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I liked it when North Decatur got a few runs in last week, and they threw a nice strike to Trinkamp. Just ran a kind of a middle route there, and I still think that's going to be open tonight. If you look at the Eastern Hancock defense, they are all up within less than 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
They run 6 in the box here. Back to passes Fields. Got one coming blindside. He gets the ball just off the outstretched hands intended for a Planup. Bryson Planup, the intended receiver on that sideline, running a little corner route.
Yeah, and that was there, Matt. Just a little bit overthrown. Bryson got his hands on it, was then able to pull that in. But, again, I think the passing game is going to be something that North Decatur is going to have to utilize here tonight. They're going to hammer the box up there just the way they've started things off. And I think they're saying, all right, we're not going to let you beat us with your running backs. Let's see you throw the ball. Again, one guy back a little deep, but everybody up.
Now they're going to run a cover 3 here. Back to passes Fields. He's got pressure coming at his feet. He gets mowed down, hitting the back of the leg. There he is. Up he goes. And that's Hunter Meister with the score. Touchdown, North Decatur.
And that's another Charger in the barn. And there it was. Good job by Meister sprinting up the sidelines. Beautiful pass by Fields. And credit to Matthew there. He stood in there. He knew he was going to take a hit. And that's another 6 points. That's a Southeastern Indiana insurance touchdown, right, Matt?
That's right. Hey, he took a shot, too, and it wasn't up high. He took a shot in the back of his knee. Went down awkwardly, but stood in and threw the ball, and it was a dart. Meister picks it clean, and off he goes, and there's the hard count on the PAT.
And there we go. And you got to know that their coaches are over there going, we told you about this, and now here it goes. Everything we do is for a reason. And that's exactly what this is. March the ball right up there.
Now they got a yard and a half to go. We exchanged the PAT team with full offense here as Matthew Fields trots the play into the huddle.
I got 2 linemen that they're waiting on here. Plenty of time, though, on the play clock. So they got 20, still got 15 seconds. Probably got this play in mind anyway.
It looks like the confusion is going to cause a. Well, now we're down to 6 seconds. They're trying to run the play to the line, and it's going to cost them a timeout, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. 50, that's Watley. He ran out there to get out there initially, and then they send him back over. Regardless, the Chargers have a timeout, but we do have 6 points on the board as North Decatur strikes first. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here live after the timeout where North Decatur got the penalty. The false start, I guess not false start, offsides against the defense. It moves the ball up to the 2-yard line. North Decatur going to go for 2 here now. Double backs in there with Caney and Thackeray, and they got Barber dotting the I back there.
Powerhouse backfield. Fields is under center. We put Caney in motion over to the right side. We're going to follow him with Barber. He's not going to.
There it is.
And that is a 2-point conversion. Good. 8-0 lead for North Decatur here early.
Nice blocks there by both Thackeray and Caney as they both kicked out. And Barber just walks that thing in the end zone. 2 points. That's a pony in the barn, Matt. That's our first pony of the year.
Well, we questioned how that would look against that athletic Eastern Hancock defense, and let's be honest with you, North Decatur just marches down the field. Like Chris said, run. Big pass up the sideline, wide open Meister, executed flawlessly, touchdown Chargers. And that's about as good a start on the road at Eastern Hancock as you could have hoped for.
That's exactly right. You come in and score the first 3 minutes of the game, and it just looked like to me that Eastern Hancock was just daring us to throw the ball, Matt. I mean, they had all kinds of guys up in the box and said, we're not going to let you run. If you think you can throw the ball, then throw the ball. And obviously we've got a lot of confidence on the white side of the field over here that we can throw the ball as well as run the ball.
It'll be interesting, Chris, as this game progresses. Matthew's going to take some heat here tonight.
He is.
They're bringing pressure. He got that one off in time, but we're going to have an answer to that because of how many guys they've got in the box, and they're not afraid to send them.
That's exactly right. That's a good point.
This kick by Odell over the return man's head into the end zone. That is a touchback, and firing on all cylinders early here are North Decatur.
All right, so here we go now. This is going to be interesting. This is a North Decatur defense here that played really well last week. Only gave up about 20-some yards, but a different animal here tonight with a senior-laden group of players out here for Eastern Hancock, and we'll see how the Chargers come up against them now on their first possession here on defense for North.
Eli Oden will operate in the gun. Mark Kube beside him are the only 2 backs in the backfield. 3 wide receivers set to the near side here, 1 split to the top. One guy goes in deep motion. The give or fake is to Kube. Kube takes it on the inside draw. He's going to pick up about 5 yards, it looks like.
So pretty good job in there inside by the Chargers as they held their ground in there. Pick up about 4, maybe 3.
I'm going to call it 3. It's a little different perspective over here on the top right.
It is. You're right. Yep.
It's hard to judge the depth of how far he got. Oden in the gun, same play. This time he pulls, looks to his pitch back. There we go. Down by none other than number 31, and I think we mentioned that at the start of the game or in the pregame. 31 does a nice job in run support.
Yep. And that's a good job. But, you know, you're taught as a cornerback out there, if the guy's coming out to block you, there's a pretty good chance it's not going to be a pass. And you got to be looking for that outside run. And Eastern Hancock is definitely going to work the edges here tonight. There's no doubt about that.
I wonder what the record for tackles for a loss from the corner position are, because Eli Trinkamp has had a good handful of them. Here he's providing support on Odin. Odin pulled that pass down. And no, that was Corbin Thackeray. No, that was Eli Meister. Hunter Meister. Thank you. I've got their names all jumbled up. That's a first down for the Royals
first down.
on the scramble by Odin.
Yeah, and that just shows the athletic ability there of Odin as he had to wait, or, you know, we had to keep back. Meister had to keep back, couldn't take off because he can throw the ball. And as he gets to the line of scrimmage, then you got to go make the tackle.
Like we said in the pregame, Odin put up about 306 yards of total offense, about half and half, legs and arms. And now we got one over the right-hand side. He threw a bubble, or left-hand side, bubble screen, chased down by Simon Barber on the Eastern Hancock sideline. Man, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we were here, wasn't Eastern Hancock on this sideline and we were on the near side?
You know, I don't remember, Matt.
I thought it was odd layout, for one, and two, I remember their defensive line coming off in droves. Odin from the gun, fakes the Kube, trying to run that option over the right-hand side. This time swallowed up by the defensive end.
Good job there. Who was that, number 50? That Adam Watley coming in there.
Yeah, that was
56. Logan Foster. Great job there by Logan as he got out there, shut that down on the outside.
Logan Foster. Lots of run on the play, 36.
Pass over the middle right there, caught by 14. Nice tackle. He's hit immediately by Thackeray, but that's a pretty good pickup there. That's going to be a first down. And now Eastern Hancock's starting to find their groove a little bit here as they've got the ball out about the 43-yard line. So they're kind of utilizing both a little bit of run and the pass too, Matt.
Odin gives the Kube in the middle of the field. He's hammered down by Hunter Meister, I believe, on the hit.
Logan Foster again, too. Logan's name, he's doing a good job in there. Meister and Foster combination on that.
Picks up the one, will now be second.
Excuse me, I apologize. Had a little bit of a cold this week. Got a little frog in the old throat, Matt.
Yeah, that'll happen from time to time. We'll forgive you. It's 2nd and 9 from the Royals' 43-yard line. Out route there to the big tight end.
Yeah, that's a pretty big target, and that one sailed just wide of him. Eli Trinkamp right there. All right, so now you got him in 3rd and long here. Now you got to watch the quarterback. They had him in 3rd and 9 there down at about the 20-yard line, and that's when the senior quarterback was able to scramble for for the first down.
3rd and 9 from the 44-yard line of the Royals. Back to passes Odin. He's got time. He's got a man sitting in the middle on a little hook route that's caught, mowed down from behind. And that is going to be short of the first down. That's a good sure tackle by Thackeray.
Well, here you go. 4th and 2. Ball at the 49-yard line in North Decatur.
Manship looked a little ginger after that hit. He got hit right in the back of the knees and mowed down immediately.
Well, you know Thackeray's going to bring the lumber when he comes up to make a hit.
Big 4th down here for the Chargers. It is 4th and 2 at midfield. Ball's on the Chargers' 49-yard line. Give it to Kube.
Oh, they got him.
Stop. Charlie Palmer's there. Connor Larison is there. And there is nothing doing in that middle.
Good job there by the Charger D. Actually, a loss of a yard there. North Decatur with the stuff. The defense comes to answer there. Looked like old bull in the china shop there. Nowhere to go.
Boy, they thought they could just run it mano-a-mano right up the gut, and there was nothing happening there with that defensive line penetrating a yard into the backfield and just a wall of white.
I'll tell you what, and what we talked about in the pregame, Matt, when we were talking about the linemen, North Decatur has owned the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football so far tonight.
Yeah, you know, we walk up and we say, man, they're big, but boy, when we get out there, we're big, Chris.
Yeah, we are. We move good, too.
Yeah, there's Thackeray up the middle.
Oh, he runs hard.
He runs 98 mile an hour in the hole, makes a cut before you even know what he's done. And he is 5 yards into that Hancock defense.
Good pick up there of about 6-7 yards. And again, positive yardage we keep getting on first down just makes all these other second and third down plays so much more open to the playbook for the Charger coaching staff.
Zachary with pickup 6, leaves 2nd and 4 here. The ball on the 44-yard line of Eastern Hancock. They load the box again. They give us to Thackeray, I believe, working off left tackle, running hard. And those boys up front are getting some momentum backwards. They're winning the line of scrimmage here through this first 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, we are. We're getting some good push by the linemen. We're getting good blocking out of our receivers and our backs. That's just old I formation football there, Matt. You got a fullback and a tailback and 2 plays and a first down. That's good football there.
Surprising because with this 5-man front, the thing that they're giving up when they bring those backers and make that a 5-man front is they're not left with very many backers. That becomes a 52 defense.
That's exactly right.
And right now we've got hat on hat. Here they come again. Hard count by Fields. Back to pass. Now one leaks. Fields got to get rid of it to release route, and it hits the ground. They identified well early there by the sophomore, but the pass just a little off the mark.
But I tell you, he was backpedaling there, and that was a tough pass. No discount there on Matthew. That was a tough play to make, but if we catch that, there's some open area over there. They are blitzing heavy tonight. They are bringing a lot of guys. And if we can sustain that blitz just long enough to be able to let Matthew throw the ball, get it away, there's all kinds of room to run back there, Matt.
Yeah, they're dedicated to bringing heat, obviously. That's the way they're going to play this game. Now, see who adjusts first and adjusts best. Here's
right
a
there,
pitch.
get behind him.
The pitch out to Barber. Barber's got the sideline. He's down to the 25. Sidesteps the guy. He's going to be out about the 24-yard line, I believe.
Nice pull block there by Charlie Palmer as he got out in front of there. Barber tucked right in behind him. And good blocking by the receivers out here on the side, too. Decatur, man, looking strong here in the beginning of the game, moving the ball.
Yeah, no doubt. They've asserted themselves well here on the offensive side of the ball. On both sides of the ball. That defensive stand was impressive at midfield as well.
Take another smoke break here at the halftime show.
Well, we're outside, so you don't even have to step outside.
True, yeah. Fire it up. Stay away from the generator.
That's right. Well, Wildcat.
Oh, yeah.
Direct snap to Thacker.
Look at that.
He's in the middle. He gets face mask. No call. He's all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, his head whipped around. I don't know if he got any piece of that iron or not, but definitely pulled his head around. And that is another first down.
Man, I tell you, the Chargers looking good. A lot of different play calls here, too. Not keeping anything constant other than pounding that football.
Shoot, Thackeray's having to put his helmet back together over here on the sideline, so something got pulled. Here's Fields under center, tight into the right. We're going to give to Barber. Barber's going to run off tackle, makes a heck of a cut, finds the goal line, touchdown.
All right, that's another Charger in the barn. Decatur sprinting out to a lead here. 2 scores on their first 2 possessions, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the Kennelly and Daughters car wash.
6 plays, 50 yards on that drive, and it only took them about 3 minutes. And they are in the end zone again with a 14-0 lead here. We're going to try to tack on the extra point. See if we hard count, Chris. Nope. Oh, tough. Had a hard time catching that snap. Came off his hands, and that's going to go down as a failed attempt. 14-0 is where we're going to be with 2:50 left in the first quarter. And we'll keep it right here. I'm sure we'll kick off pretty quickly.
Yeah, everything seems to be moving here pretty good. Officiating crew here tonight is
a little different than last year.
Yeah, it's a lot more up and down, ready to go. Excuse me, to their credit, though, to their defense, last week, I did hear that was a new crew, so I will give them a little bit of that. We don't like to complain about the officiating too much. That's one of those things that's getting harder and harder to find to do.
And clearly, Chris is now the new spokesperson for the Southern Indiana Officials Association. He's got his defense hat on.
Although it was slow last week, I'm not going to lie. Got to call a spade, right, Matt?
That's right.
All right, so the Chargers set to kick off here for the second time already tonight. 14-0. North Decatur leads this. Another Southeastern Indiana insurance touchdown. That's 2 of them. And a Kennelly and Daughters first quarter that has been really good for the Chargers here tonight.
Bowman back for the Royals. Odell set to kick off for North Decatur.
Kube and Bowman, the deep receivers. We kick it to Bowman, and that is
and I tell you what, they just do not give him any credit, do they?
Well, I tell you, no.
Playing way up.
Well, you know, I don't know that it's that they're that far up. He's just kicking the ball that well.
Yeah.
I mean, that ball landed on the goal line.
Yeah, it took one hop and was in the end zone.
And 90% of the time, there's no reason you need a guy back at the goal line in high school football, but Odell has brought his kicking shoes tonight.
The old southpaw's working.
Yeah, he does kick with the wrong foot, too, so I don't know how he's pulling that off, but so it's like, so Mark Palmer's saying it's like in Australia, the ball spins different.
That's
like
right.
Other
Counter flush the pot, and it's counterclockwise.
It's because he kicks with his left foot.
All right, so the Chargers here set to take over again defense-wise.
All right, same look out of the Eastern Hancock offense.
They got him.
Bring out the option, and defensive line is on fire here tonight. There's nothing doing on that stretch play.
Good job there, Connor Larison, Trenton Larison brothers.
Brothers Larisons.
Both coming in there and making a tackle.
It'll be second and 15.
Carter Gray in there on that.
5-yard loss. I got to be honest with you, I bet Eastern Hancock's a little surprised. They didn't expect to have so many losses tackled behind the line of scrimmage here to start this game. They're keeping it conservative. Now he's going to throw a bubble screen out to the right-hand side.
Oh, Eli.
Trent Camp meets it behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for maybe 1.5 yards. But that was a nice job by 31 coming up and meeting that bubble screen. As soon as he saw him step back, it was over.
Third and 12.
All right, so now the Chargers bringing in another group here. They're going to a pass defense here now. All right, 3rd and 11.
Back to pass is Odin. Odin has to hold it down and roll. He's going to throw this one on the run. Boy, he's got a cannon. He's got a man behind the defense, and it's complete. It's complete over the top of Tyler Dean, but Tyler Dean closes and makes the tackle just inside the 30-yard line.
And unfortunately there, it looked like he was going to have to scramble and run. And Dean gets beat back there a little bit and just couldn't quite get back to the ball. Now with a little life here out of Eastern Hancock, how far did he throw that ball, Matt?
That was a 50-yard completion, and I think a lot of it was in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting commentary that you can't see the score. As Kube runs off tackle, we miss him. We had 3 shots at him, and he's going to trot it into the end zone from the 25-yard line. Royals strike their first touchdown of the night.
Touchdown!
All right, just like that, it only takes one big play. Get them fired up here at Hancock Health Stadium. They come back and answer.
Boy, they have the muzzle loader down there.
A little fireworks going off, man, but seeing how it's almost like midday out here, it's kind of a smoke bomb is what it looks like.
They come out in their little polecat look with their offensive line over to the left-hand side, bring them in, and that just fools everybody.
Yeah.
So now they get set after they... Braden Murray almost had a shot at that.
Yeah, he probably could have laid out there.
14-7.
All right, so just like that, it's a one-score game. We'll take a quick break and pay some bills. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tebby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
All right, back here live at Eastern Hancock High School, Hancock Health Stadium. North Decatur jumped to a 14-0 lead early, but the Royals just scored to bring it within 7. I was trying to address there just a little bit ago. I had a little feedback from the audience that you can't see the scoreboard on the inset. However, when I pulled it up on my phone, and the inset camera is actually square on that score, so perhaps it's your viewer. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Perhaps it's your eyes. Low Miller and Associates, Weigel. There's some good optometrists out there.
Are they sponsors? They could be.
Well, they could be.
Sure could be.
Give us a call. All right, still first quarter action. Kennelly and Daughters. Long first quarter again here tonight, Matt. We were complaining about it last week.
21 points thus far. It's been an eventful first quarter. Caught by the up back, I believe that's Tyler Dean, isn't it?
Yep.
Tyler Dean.
Yeah, and evidently that's where they're going to kick. So
Odell's going to put them through the back of the end zone. This guy's going to drop them in about the 35-yard line. That's advantage North Decatur.
Yeah, that gives us starting position. Again, on the other side of the 40-yard line, and boy, you'll take that every time.
So Eastern Hancock just put up their first points of the game, about the minute 45 left in the first quarter. North Decatur has the ball back with 1:09 to work with in good field position. They set on their own 42-yard line. And Fields is going to be in the gun with Simon Barber, I believe, flanking him to the right. Tight formation here for North Decatur.
And they're just bringing the house.
Yeah, they're bringing house. That was a quick release designed throw there.
It was.
He sets that back foot and let it go. Again, it hits the turf.
And I'll tell you, that is going to be open. We just got to get settled in and be able to find that play, because there wasn't anybody within 3 yards of Thackeray there. Now, that's not saying there wasn't nobody safeties back or anything, but that play is open, and if they're going to blitz like that, then you got to make them pay. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on the line of scrimmage.
And off tackle we go, and Thackeray's going to try to run through that wall. He gets met with it at the line of scrimmage. There's going to be no gain there. There's nothing doing. We didn't win that battle, but we're still ahead in that. On the night, I think offensive line has done a really nice job.
Yeah, they're just, right now they've got more hats than we've got hats up there. So if we can just get some protection, if they can step the gap and keep everything from coming through there, just give Fields a little time. I'm telling you, they're going to be able to be running across the middle wide open. Hey, look at that.
And they're going to bring 5. All of them. Here comes Kube, untouched on
There he is.
Got a man up the middle.
That's Thackeray.
Thackeray at the 10-5. Touchdown. Quick hit, quick shot. They brought the house and made them pay.
That's a charger in the barn, and I'm telling you, folks, that's open all night. Make them pay. Bring the house. Make them pay.
Awarded just enough time that time. Kube came through untouched, but Matthew Fields with a quick release, and it was an accurate one. Hits between the 2 and the 9, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you don't give enough credit to Matthew Fields. You got to give him credit. He knows he's going to get hit. You got to stand in there and take that, and that's exactly what he's doing. That's good.
My goodness.
I'm done. All right.
Come on, Odie came to kick.
Somebody put some extra sugar in his Wheaties this morning. All right, so we'll keep it right here. 14.2 seconds left. North Decatur with 21 points in the Kennelly and Daughters first quarter action here. And, Matt, I like it that we keep that 2-score cushion in there.
Yeah, you were asking before the game, is it going to be a defensive struggle or is it going to be a track meet? Well, after the first quarter of play, it's clear that it's going to be a track meet.
Yeah. Might take 84 points to win this one tonight, Matt.
We just hope that Royals offense doesn't get warmed up. They finally saw some success on the third drive of the game with that 50-yard, I guess there was a second drive of the game, 50-yard pass and the 25-yard run by Kube, and that bang, they were in the end zone. So we got to get them bridled a little bit.
Yeah, the pass is something that we're definitely going to have to defend. There's no doubt about it. When you got a kid that can throw the ball like that, I mean, wow, I was on the run throw, and that was impressive, 50 yards in the air. So You know, he's a senior and he can let her go. Well, they're still not giving the props, so that's going to go over his head again.
He's going to put that one through the back of the end zone as well, and Odie ate his Wheaties.
That's right. No return action there, and I guess they just don't get it over there. They just keep moving that guy up close to the 15, 20-yard line, and he keeps kicking it to the goal line.
Boy, we talked about that with his older brother, too. That makes a difference in a football game.
Oh, absolutely.
We're starting our possessions on the 35 or 40, and they're starting back here on the 20. That's a 15-yard advantage every time out. And
well, as the game goes on, it just wears on you. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, boy, here we go again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so the Chargers need to come out here strong. Eastern Hancock worked the field pretty quick last time.
Deep motion here out of the slot receiver. Back to passes Odin. He's obviously going to start chucking the ball down the field. He has to roll out because he didn't see the first target. Now he's got one behind the safety, and it's caught.
No, he dropped. Oh, he did. No, he dropped it.
Well, he dropped it. He caught it twice, but ultimately dropped it.
I know. I said it twice, didn't I?
He caught it. No, he dropped it. He caught it. No, he dropped it.
I'll tell you what. It's just A-plus broadcasting.
Well, I mean, you get what you pay for.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Who was that intended? Was that 14?
14, yeah.
14. Is that a new one? No, that's manship, Eli. Is there more than one manship? Yep, Luke and Eli. Those are big boys. Here's the fake
boy.
Kube right up the teeth of the defense, and hard and upended by Corbin Thackeray. Good job tracking down Kube. And that's going to take us to the end of the Kennelly and Daughters first quarter. North Decatur enjoying a 21-7 lead after one. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Chargers Broadcasting Network.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, back here live. And, Matt, who's our second quarter sponsor here tonight?
You know, that's Decatur County Memorial Hospital. That's quality care that you want close by. Same-day appointments now available. What do you call, Chris? 812-222?
DOCS, D-O-C-S.
Yeah, make sure you spell it right. It's not D-O-C-K-S.
That's right.
That'll get you all messed
That would
up.
be out of Lake Santee.
Take you to the marina.
Yep. Don't do that.
They're good people out there.
They are.
They're good folks.
All right, here we go now. Swap ends of the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hancock Royals. Eastern Hancock Royals, that is.
We'll get that out.
That's right.
Second quarter action. Odin in the gun. Kube to his right. Stretch play to Odin. Odin off tackle left side. Picks up 8.
On the carry for the Royals, picks up 9 on the play.
Well, I tell you what, and they're getting some blockers down to the second level now. I noticed that time that they got a hat on Hunter Meister that time and one on Connor Larison over there too.
Quick snap. Same play. First down. Picks up 3.
Kube picks up 3 on the play, and it's good for the Royal first.
All right, so Eastern Hancock now starting to work the ball a little bit here on the ground. Maybe baiting the Chargers into here and going to try one down the field.
So that is 4 doses of Kube in a row. 25, 16, 8, and 3 yards in those 4 possessions. And there's another Kube up the middle. Again, he breaks the first tackle, gets into that second layer, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards here.
Kube picks up 4 on the play, taken on by Carter Gray.
All right, so the Chargers holding tough there.
6 for the Royals.
There comes a pass.
That's a bad place to deflect it over your head, and the secondary almost came up with that takeaway. That pass was intended for Austin Brown, the senior.
Well, I really don't see why he didn't catch that ball, to be honest with you.
It had some mustard on it.
Yes, it did.
A little zing to it.
You got to be able to catch those, too. Hit him in a bad spot.
He needs some more of that pine tar on his gloves. Stick him. Odin. Fake the give the Kube. Met by the defensive line, and it's a wall.
That was a wall.
He is driven back. Guess who? Connor Larson brought the initial contact. There's another one we're trying to get off the turf here right now, and that's Charlie Palmer.
Logan Foster in there as well, too.
Those boys came to play tonight.
4th and 7 for the Royals.
No gain. 4th and 7.
There they go. Now they decided to punt the ball. Ball's on the 49-yard line, but it's not like it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. It's a full 4th and 7. All right, so let's not North Decatur sometimes masters of the. Looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Eastern Hancock will take a timeout.
All right.
Over. A little disorganized. We'll take a quick break, pay some bills. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg. Call them at 812-663-3787.
All right, back here live at Hancock Health Stadium, home of the Eastern Hancock Royals, where North Decatur leads this game 21-7. 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. Quality care you want close by. All right, so Eastern Hancock set up in the punt formation. Kicking the ball from the Chargers' 49-yard line. Back deep is Thackeray and Barber. It'll be interesting to see if they kick Thackeray after watching the tape last week. Oh, they don't hardly kick it at all.
Kicking game is struggling here.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
That one goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
North Decatur going to get the ball again in excellent field shape.
Oh, boy, he's still walking it up. They're going to give him a 4-yard punt there.
Nice.
Great field position here for the Chargers. Now they got the ball on their own 44-yard line.
Maybe that's why they went for it there on the other 4th down. All right, so now North Decatur again, excellent field position here as the Chargers look to put their 4th score up on the game here.
First possession of the second quarter here for the Chargers. Eastern Hancock only 3 possessions, turnover on downs, touchdown, punt. Here's Barber over to the right-hand side looking for extra yards. Now he's got to hold on to the football because all the hands were in there trying to rip that thing away. And he comes out of the pile holding it high. He's going to get 5 yards out of that deal.
Well, another good run there.
Got to like the change of pace between Barber and Thackeray. Barber is your north-south guy. I mean, he wears the #1, rightfully so, like one other great at North Decatur, Reed Messer. And that north-south cut of his was just a knack. And Simon's got it as well. 29 is a shiftier back. He cuts quick and changes directions quick. He's hard to get a hand on. Here we're pitching a speed pitch over to the right-hand side, and nothing doing there. Tackled for a loss.
Henry Kinker on the run there.
Yeah, thank you, Henry Kinker. Quick lateral movement there, but sniffed out by the Royals.
All right, so that's a loss of about 2. So now that's going to put the Chargers up in about 3rd and 8 here. Short 8, long 7.
All right, Fields is in the gun, 3rd and 8 ahead of him. Back to pass. He's got time. He's got to step up. He gets hit as he throws. He's got a man. It's incomplete. It's picked off. overthrown, intended for Braden Murray. Safety over the top, takes that one away.
Well, it's almost like a punt there, Matt. Obviously, you want to get the first down, but nonetheless, ball was down the field. Although this is going to be the best field position that Eastern Hancock's probably started out with tonight.
By 9 yards, they're going to start on the 29-yard line. All three prior possessions started at their 20. They take the field quickly. They're ready to roll. 1st and 10 from their own 29. 8:28 left in the Decatur County Memorial second quarter. They trail by 14. They'd like to go in the locker room with that gap a little narrower. Here's Kube, misses one in the backfield, and he's going to get caught by the pursuit. You got to give the white jerseys credit. They were all over him after that initial cut.
Yeah, good job there. We missed the first couple tackles, but we came in there and we cleaned it up with the guys coming from the middle. So good job there by the Chargers to not let him bounce that thing outside.
He's shifty. That first cut was a whiff. I mean, and we had him dead to rights. I think that was Meister that come flying in there.
I think we missed him twice on the whiff. But nonetheless, good pursuit.
You make the ball change and you answer it. That's always been the MO around here, and that's what they did. Back to passes Odin. Odin's pushed off his spot, rolls over left-hand side, throws a dart off his back foot, and he had a man just overthrown by a yard or two. Manship the intended receiver.
3rd and 11 for the Royals.
And there's two manships. 4 and 14. Is that right?
Yep. Surely they're, are they cousins or are they brothers? What's the age group there?
Eli, number 14, is a senior. I'm sorry, that was Austin Brown. They are not related.
Not related.
To my knowledge. Could be. Could be cousins. You never know.
Wes Mantooth.
Back to
pass. All right, here's another pass.
Odin's got time all day.
Oh, boy.
He's got one dialed up the sideline.
Turn around, Eli. No, he's out of bounds.
Back shoulder throw.
Out of bounds.
Kearney was all over it. In his hip pocket.
Kind of got caught with his back turned there a little bit, but he was right on the ball. On the receiver, and it forced the receiver to move to the outside and moved him right out of bounds. That was a great job there. All right, so now it looks like they're going to have to punt again here. This is 4th and 11.
Well,
if it goes like the first one, we should get the ball about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, another stalled drive here by the Royals. and I don't know that punting is their specialty. Last one was shanked awful bad.
Well, what are we doing? All right, let's go.
And to reset the play clock. His heels are on his 20, I believe. And not a good.
That's a little better kick, but get away, boys. 40-yard line.
First row of the bleachers. And
there's a souvenir for a young fan out there.
You know, you got to keep between the ditches, and these are wide ditches.
That's right, yeah.
The regulation.
I hope you don't ever aim to the west, or it'll be on 70.
So a 6-yard punt that time. Well, I tell you, if we just hold them on 3rd down, we'll be all right for us.
Absolutely. Look at that ball at the third. What did I say? 35-yard line to 36.
Well, apparently that's their strategy to keep it out of Thackeray's hands. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. I don't know if that's what they want, those 4 or 5 yards a time. But, all right, so the Chargers are in business now.
Good field position. Matthew Fields under center. Caney, the up back. Thackeray, the tailback. Caney clears a hole. Thackeray walks through it. He's going to pick up 7 on 1st down. Well, that number 25 kid, he kind of put his nose down. He can just move a blue jersey.
Yeah, good job there really by Hayden. Is that guy was coming hard off the corner over there. Hayden just able to get enough of him to spring Thackeray loose, and Thackeray, of course, he's going to hit the hole hard and got a nice 7 yards out of that.
Brings up 2nd and 3 from the 30-yard line of the Royals, and they're in real danger of going down 3 scores here before the halftime break. Fields under center. Same backfield. The plan up in motion from right to left. This time give to Caney on the counter, and Caney runs into a brick wall there. Nothing doing. Stopped his momentum right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Caney on the carry for North Decatur. Taken down by
I think they actually said his name right, too.
I said it wrong. It's Coney.
Oh, is it?
I pronounced the E.
All right, so a loss of 1 there now, so that's going to make it 3rd and about 5. We're going to call it 5. That's what they're calling it on the scoreboard. But the Chargers deep in their territory here. You got to think, Matt, if you can get positive on this, it's probably 4-down territory.
For sure. Well, the way Odie's kicking, just cut him loose.
Well, yeah,
I think he's ready
probably
to hit,
good from there.
ready to hit a 40-yarder at the moment. Does have a slight breeze in his face. Oh, boy, we got movement everywhere. Quarterback, 2 wideouts are moving.
Well, that doesn't help you right there.
Oof. Well, still 3rd down, and it's still inside the sticks. It's just a long 3rd down.
Yeah. Another 5 yards. What the heck? All right, so that's probably going to change the play call here a little bit. We were in a jumbo formation there. Probably going to get a dose of Barber there. And now this is probably going to be switched up a little bit.
Statistician has got the sheet all jacked up here, so I'll have to correct him.
All right, same formation here.
3rd down and 9. Ball on the 35-yard line. Back to passes. Fields got one over the middle. Oh, Mister's hands. Oh, he had it right there. Just got to watch it in. It's all right. He'll get that back.
Come right back to him.
That is wide open in that seam, too.
I'm telling you, we picked that up beautifully, too, up at the line. No pressure on Fields. He was able to step into one there, and he delivered a strike. And uncharacteristic of Meister, he just didn't make the catch.
That's easy for you to say.
That's right.
The ball's on the 35-yard line of the Royals.
They'll go right back to it.
Okay, they're playing cover 2. They got 2 safeties at the top. That's why that seam's open. Right back to it. Nope. Now we're going to throw the out route to Thacker. There's the catch. Hold it down. Touchdown.
That's another Charger in the barn, a Southeastern Indiana insurance touchdown. Oh, boy.
Oh, we got a flag. We got a flag in the backfield. Boy, Eli Oden for the Hancock for the Royals could have helped himself out a little bit there and defended that pass. Instead, he whiffed. Touchdown at the moment by Thackeray. Flag in the backfield, though, being sorted out.
And the Chargers are walking back.
No bueno. Now that's going to bring up 4th down.
What was the call? Has he announced it yet?
It's a 10-yard walk-off. I didn't see this. I didn't see the signal.
I don't think he signaled it.
Well, the mystery penalty. Anyway,
a mystery penalty that keeps us from scoring a touchdown.
4th and 20 now, and oh my.
Nice kick.
That's a nice kick. That's pretty good. Over the right-hand side. He's going to dance on the sideline there before he's driven out of bounds.
Eli Manship on the return.
Eli Manship on the return for the Royals. Taken down at the 24-yard line by Barber.
24.
All right, so the referees take one away from North Decatur there.
Players and cheerleaders being announced.
That's happened here before, too.
That has happened here before. Head referee here, a 1985 graduate of Eastern Hancock.
Allegedly.
That's what the rumor is.
Oden back to pass. Got time. Throws the hook route at the 32-yard line. It is complete. That gains 8.
All right, so the North Decatur defense here, Matt's got to stay strong. They can't get soft here. It would have been a 3-score game. We don't want this to go into a 1-score game. Plenty of time. 5 minutes to go here in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. There we go.
You know, right now we're not getting a lot of pressure, but that's because we're dropping 7 into coverage and keeping everything out in front of us. It's the old bend but don't break mentality.
Yeah, they're looking to throw the ball here a little bit. They had some success with that earlier. For the most part, other than about 3 or 4 runs, North Decatur has done a good job on the running game.
Oden has time, surveys the field, tries to throw one up the middle. It is caught, and he breaks across midfield to the 30, 20. We got to catch him. He's out at the 10, 5, reaches for the pylon. And
Well, the referee's clear down here, so how's he going to know?
he has no idea. He gives
Come on.
he's nowhere near.
Nowhere. He's 30 yards away. Did he pick up a flag here? There's a flag laying there.
Yeah, and he picked that up on his way and radioed something back to the white hat, but
Evidently, that wasn't a penalty.
well, he's calling it here.
It's on us.
Indicated against the defense. See, that's the one downside sitting on this side, Chris, so we really can't see the indication of the penalty.
Well, so far, all the indications have been against us.
That's no bueno. So that was a 52-yard pass by Odin. In their second touchdown of the game.
Gosh, what could have been 28-7 is now going to be 21-13 with a chance to get.
Was that 11 on the reception?
I think it was.
Bowman scores.
I was trying to move the camera here.
I appreciate you doing that. Those guys at home really like that.
Mm-hmm. I kept up with him.
Now, if you want to get real fancy, you could probably, since we're shooting over, you could probably zoom a little bit down there and maybe make out a number.
Matt.
Yeah, it's getting technical. I know. You can call down the production truck and get that done digitally.
That's right. We got the old wood panel truck out there again this year with the 78 camper shell on it.
Yeah, we just unloaded all the watermelons from the farmer's market.
There you go.
Threw in the little satellite dish. They're going to go for 2 here. Odin's going to try to take this himself right up the middle, and he got it somehow. That's a pretty generous stretch if they gave it to him. Carly Palmer was all over him. 21-15, North Decatur leads by 6, 4:51 to go. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live, Hancock Health Stadium. 21-15 now as this game is tightened up. North Decatur had a touchdown going in, got called back on a hold, I believe it was. And they had to punt the ball, turned it over to the Royals, and the Royals go down and score in what was a 14, 15-point swing there, Matt.
Yeah, unfortunately, and that's just the way the ball bounces. Whatever that call was, which we never saw that indication down here on the one that robbed the touchdown from North Decatur.
I almost got to think it was some kind of hold or something. You know, I don't know, but.
Well, the penalty mark-off would indicate that it was a hold in the backfield. Let's see it. Here's a slow chopper to Simon Barber, who catches at the 30. He's going to try to get some additional yardage out to the 35. Good field position all night for North Decatur. They haven't started anything shallower than their 36-yard line.
All right, 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here. North Decatur, be nice to get that touchdown that they got pulled back from them here and have a couple, at least over a one-score game going in here at halftime. As we'll be kicking off at halftime as we receive the ball.
Back to passes, Fields set up the screen to the left-hand side. Here's Thackeray in the open, and that's dangerous. Oh, he lost his footing. He had green grass out ahead of him. Ball pops loose there at the end, too, but that's just
Yeah, I think he was down there regardless.
There's a flag over there by the numbers there on the 40-yard line.
Oh, this is going to be on us again.
I'm guessing it is.
Holding.
Chargers.
We had the screen set up, and I'm wondering if we had a little hand outside the number plate on that one. Another hold drives us back 10 yards. So what would have been a nice gain now sets up 1st and 20.
Yep. Boy, the penalty bug is bitten the visitors here all of a sudden. Couple big penalties.
Planup and Kinker split wideouts to the near side here. Back to pass is Fields. He's looking that way.
Oh, he's got him wide.
A Planup at the corner.
Oh. Targeting. Yeah, that's coming out.
Planup had it in his hands. It gets smoked in the face. He's going to the ground, and a flag comes out. Indication by the side judge here is a targeting penalty.
There ain't no doubt about that one.
The Planup's helmet is all jacked up. He comes to the sideline. Somebody give me a helmet.
Decatur pass is complete. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, targeting the call against the Royals. So that ball bounced our way. At the expense of Bryson Planup's nugget.
Go from there. It's 15.
Got some help from the visiting crowd over here. They're going to get this marked off eventually, right? All of them are reaching for the radios on their chest right now. Now the heads are shaking. This is not a good situation.
We called personal foul targeting, so that's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, right? Well, this is the right thing to do. Let's get it ironed out here. Make sure we mark it off right.
We haven't had a good zebra convention all season.
No, well, we had a couple last week.
Well, I think they were just trying to spot the ball, correct?
Yeah, well, they got it all jacked up.
Oh, boy. They don't know where to mark it off from. Now he's walking it backwards.
What? Well, I tell you.
Coach Stern's getting involved in
Yeah, this is good. This is going to be good because I think they've got this messed up.
You know what? I can come up and look at the replay. We'll just pull that back up.
Yeah, we can do that.
They're troubled with the spot here at the moment.
He said he didn't pinch the ball. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers on the 44.
All right, massive confusion. Now the ball is set down and the box is reset to 1 and everybody's calm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was right, wrong, or indifferent, but nonetheless, Chargers are 1st and 10.
On the 44-yard line. Let's start fresh here. Give to Thackeray.
There he goes. There he goes.
This one is
There he goes.
He's at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Corbin Thackeray, 44 yards out.
And no Hankies on the field. And that's another Charger in the barn. Southeastern Indiana Insurance touchdown. North Decatur.
56-yard jog there by Thackeray.
Good blocking there all around.
Well, you have a hole like that, and then you put 29 in there like he shot out of a cannon. That's hard to catch. I don't care who you are, and they're athletic on the other side.
There they did it again.
There they jump.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, I think he called false start on us. Yeah, that's the first time in the longest time that has gone against us. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen that go against us.
Let me tell you, there's been several go against us tonight.
Fair enough. 27 to 15 at the moment. Now we're going to test Odie's leg here.
Still 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Odie's got a 25-yarder ahead of him here for 1 point.
They'll probably get it on the other side of the track. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's in the cornfield. That is good.
Yeah. All right. Chargers up 28-15. Let's take a quick break, Matt. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
All right, back here live, Hancock Health Stadium in eastern Hancock, Indiana.
Hey, before I get accused of being a worthless crop insurance agent, I am well aware that's a soybean field.
Okay,
over
I was just, let me just pan around here. You know what? You can see out there, that is bees for as far as you can see.
First time I'd ever seen those. And I'm just used to at home. We got the normal corn back there behind the east end, but
strategic ag for all your agricultural solutions.
Second quarter response. Is that corn or beans?
Yes, we know the difference.
Well, we know the difference between a legume and a grass. All right, my bad.
I wasn't going to cast stones, but since you brought it up, I thought I'd pan down there. I'm going, kicked it to the cornfield. Well,
that was self-defense. I knew it was coming as soon as somebody picked up on that. I had to defend my position.
It's always well to get out in front of it.
Man, the kid, now number 30, this is the hardest he's kicked all year.
Yeah, he's had a good night tonight.
North Decatur has got all sorts of momentum at the moment. That's another good one. Drives him back to the
finally backed up a little.
Now he's got it with the head of steam, right with the teeth, jumping people, jumping blue jerseys, white jerseys catch up to him. Now he's dragging the pile out to the 40-yard line. And that was just a rugby scrum to get him to the ground.
35-yard return for the Royals.
35-yard return out to the 40-yard line.
Taken down by Hayden Caney.
Eastern Hancock's best field position of the night. They've only got 4 minutes to work with here, though, and
We're going to be first and 10.
59 yards to travel just to get the thing down to a one-score game. Right now, Chargers ahead by 13 points. Odin and Kube in the backfield. Manship in motion. The give to Kube. Kube on the stretch.
Oh, boy.
Head of steam into the secondary. Now he's got one man to beat, and he's not going to beat him. Corbin Thackeray ties him up. Boy, if he had him for another 2.5 seconds, he could have got a rope around him and threw his hands in the air, and that would have been official.
Yeah.
Calf wrestling move.
The only thing he didn't do there was jump off his horse.
We choked, but that was a heck of a play on first down for the Royals.
We got to tackle better than that. We had a lot of missed tackles on that one. Oh, boy, there's a cut. Good thing Corbin Thackeray is tackling out there. Another tackle.
Pick up a 3.
Making Kubi pay a little bit for running it in there like that.
Pick up a 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the
Clock
Royals.
ticks now, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Still plenty of time, though. Ball inside already, the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Well, I imagine 24 and 29, 24 for the Royals and 29 for the Chargers. They go head-to-head all day, and nobody would take their eyes off of them. There's two sensational athletes. And here he gets bottled up early, mainly by that defensive line. They do a nice job getting initial contact before the cavalry arrives. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4.
All right, so now 3rd and 4 here.
Well, look at the splits. Fake to Kube. Keep by Odin. Swallowed up by the defensive line. They're all on
79 in there, Nolan Barber.
Nolan Barber comes. Charlie Palmer helps him clean it up. A nice job by the defensive interior. Nothing going on that draw right there. You know, he hasn't pulled that. He's ridden that handoff through every time like he's threatening to pull it, and that's about the 1st or 2nd time he's pulled it, and it has not worked.
He did a nice job there. He really did. All right, there we go. Move him down, boys. All right, going to be a pass.
Odin fires one up the middle, and it's caught. Larison was on him for a minute. Simon Barber cleans him up with the help from his friends, and that's going to be a 1st down to Bowman. 25-yard line, move the chains, 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, so they pick up the 1st down. Nice play there by the Royals. Pretty good defense by the Chargers. Held them right to the line, but it was 4th down, and they got the yard that they needed to get.
Odin gives a Kube. Kube in the middle of that defense. He's going to be wrapped up immediately. Flung down. Trenton Larison gets a piece of that one.
Good job. Yeah, 2 linebackers were in on that. Hayden Caney and Trenton Larison, or excuse me, Connor Larison, looked like to me. Trenton in there too. Brothers Larison.
Well, there's one, there's the other.
That's right. All right, so only pick up 2. Clock running now.
Just like Larry and Balky. Bartolomeus. Kube right-hand side making guys miss. That's not Kube. That's a different number 20-something. That's 29. Who's that kid? Seen him yet. Blake Whittington.
Under a minute now. Ball just inside the 20-yard line. All right, so North Decatur got to watch the middle of the field here.
50 seconds on the clock as Odin brings them to the line. Down by 13. They're trying to get one in the end zone here shortly. Now we got a timeout.
Timeout was called by us over here, yep.
It's 3rd and 2. We're going to take a timeout. We have to pay some bills as well. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Okay, back here live, and our second quarter sponsor here tonight is Matt at Decatur County Memorial Hospital.
It is not me. It is Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Quality care you want close by. Same-day appointments. All you got to do is call 1-812-222-DOCS. Do you still need the 1 ahead of the 812?
I don't know.
You used to have to do that on the old rotary.
On the old rotary, yep. Touch tone with the 8-foot cord on it.
Call collect. See if your mama will answer.
Get all the way from the kitchen to the bedroom. All right, 3rd and 2. 43.9 seconds to go here.
Odin, give to Kube.
Charlie.
Backside, Charlie Palmer, second to the ground. What a stop there by the D-line. 35 seconds and counting. The Royals looking at the sideline for a play. This is likely going to be the last play of the half.
Yeah, I tell you what,
that's called in.
Charlie came and got him stopped there, and the cavalry came after it.
All right, it's 4th down and 5. It doesn't matter. There's 20 seconds left. Odin back to pass, throws it to the edge. Immediately there's a flag in the backfield. This may be coming back. They got him down over there on the sideline near the 10, but I'm guessing this is in the vicinity of a hold. Holding in the backfield of Eastern Hancock. That play will be negated. They're going to mark off their 10 yards, and it's going to be 4th down with 11 seconds left in the half.
All right, so now you got one play, and you think, oh, well, you can get 2 plays in 11 seconds. Well, you can't when it's 4th down unless they get the first down. Can't let anything behind you, Matt.
It'll be about 4th and 15, too.
And this would be a good stop for the Charger defense, who has really played well all within a couple bigger plays.
The penalty will be 4th and 14 for the Royals.
Stands come alive over here on the Charger side. Cowbell Nation blocking hard.
We're sitting right in the middle of Cowbell Nation.
I know, yeah. We're down here in the corner. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Charger Football, CBN.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tebby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
All right, back here live. You can hear the band playing. The North Decatur cheerleaders giving it a go down there. Both teams in their huddles. I think that's the last timeout for Eastern Hancock. 11.8 seconds to go. Fourth down, 14 yards. North Decatur leads this thing, 28-15. Got to hold them here. This would be a big stop for the Chargers.
All right, likely the last play of the half. Assuming if North Decatur gets a stop here, they're going to take a knee.
All right, come on, defense. Come on, defense.
Cowbell Nation to its feet. We're sitting just near it. Odin back to pass. He has time. Now he's pushed off his spot, and he has to scramble over to the right-hand side. He slings one into the end zone. It's going to be tipped in the air by Barber and falls incomplete. Nonetheless, that's a turnover on downs, Eastern Hancock.
All right, good defense there by the Chargers as they pushed quarterback out. I thought he could have ran there, Matt, but evidently there's no use to run.
No, he
wasn't going to get the first down. Had to get something down around the end zone and give his guys a chance. Barber kind of went through Barber's hands, but he got enough of the ball that it was deflected that they couldn't get any kind of
a dangerous deflection, too.
Yeah, it was. It almost deflected into one of their guys' hands. All right, so you got to think here the Chargers are just going to take a knee and be happy with a 28-15 lead here at halftime.
They are. Victory formation here, so to speak. Take a knee, and they're going to take it to the locker room. Up 28-15 in the first half on the road at Eastern Hancock. We'll be right back here with the Stones Farm Service halftime show right after a few words from our sponsors.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live, Hancock Health Stadium. Waiting to get the stats from our statisticians here at halftime. We get Matt back up here. He's just meandering around the stands like he's just got nowhere to be. Got any stats yet, Matt? All right. We're going to open up the Stones Farm Service halftime show. Matt will get that underway here for us, and we'll get you some stats. Well, North Decatur leads this thing 28-15. What's been a very exciting first half of football, and it did not disappoint.
No, electric first half. Advantage North Decatur going into the locker room. Halftime of tonight's games brought to your way by Stones Farm Service, your Kubota dealer. Quality equipment so you can just go mow. Kubota and Stones Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, still Stones. Stats at halftime, Chris. All right.
should be pretty good, I think, as the Chargers got 28 points up.
Boy, it is even. Chargers have 28 points up, but get this. They've rushed the ball 13 times for 107 yards. Eastern Hancock with 87 yards, so they're within 20 yards of each other in the rushing category. Passing yards, North Decatur 126, Eastern Hancock with 168. Matthew Fields is throwing 5 for 10 with 1 pick. Odin on the other side of the ball is 8 for 15 with no picks. 233 yards of total offense for North, 255 total yards of offense for Eastern Hancock. However, scoreboard says 28 points North Decatur, 15 points Eastern Hancock.
Yeah, and we also had a 50-yard touchdown get called back, and Meister uncharacteristically dropped about a 50-yard score there too. So
North Decatur also has had the ball about 2.5 minutes less than Eastern Hancock has. So tip the hat to North Decatur's defense thus far. You know, it's one of those deals where they're grinding and grinding and grinding, but making stops. Flip to the other side of the football, and Eastern Hancock is well, you know where the shortage of yardage is field position. Eastern Hancock.
Yeah, exactly. They've had to move farther to get their scores. They're starting from the 20-yard line. North Decatur's probably starting from an average of about the 40-yard line. So it's been a very even game with us getting the better of it on the points end.
Yeah, and so those points have come by the way of this. In the first quarter early on, 3 minutes into the game, 49-yard touchdown reception by Hunter Meister, thrown by Matthew Fields. Barber adds 2 for the 2-point conversion, 8-0. Then we roll into the next possession, North Decatur with a 9-yard Simon Barber touchdown scramble. No good on the snap on the PAT, 14-0. Next score was Eastern Hancock on their second possession of the game. Kube scores for 25 yards out. And the rest of the way was the Thackeray show for North Decatur. 44-yard reception from Thackeray, or from Fields to Thackeray. Then a 56-yard run by Thackeray for the 28th point of North Decatur. Eastern Hancock did put one in with a Bowman 52-yard reception there late in the second quarter, and that's where we stand, 28-15, and North Decatur goes to the locker room with a 13-point advantage. They do have to kick off to start this second half, though.
They do, and that's why it was really key there to get that stop at the end of the second quarter there, Matt, because, you know, Eastern Hancock really could have turned that into a big momentum boost for them, as they could have scored, got it within a one-score game, and then got the football back right here to start third quarter action. But anyway, the North Decatur defense holds, and still with the 2-score lead. So Chargers come out and do what they want to do. They score off the bat, Matt, get a stop on defense, and then put the points up again to get the 2-score lead. So and that's where it's basically stayed here for the rest of the game.
You know, Chris, I've always seen all the electricity on the field, and you got Kube, you got Odin in the Royals jerseys, and then you got Thackeray, and you got Barber, you've got Meister, Caney doing a nice job. You got all sorts of athletes in the backfield, but at the end of the day, the score is 28-15 because of what's going on in the trenches.
Yeah.
I think it's clear that North Decatur has owned the line of scrimmage for 2 quarters.
Well, they have, and I think Trenton Larison and Charlie Palmer and Logan Foster and others have played. Nolan Barber with a couple good plays on the defensive side of the football. You know, the Charger line on both sides, I think, has done a really, really good job of this.
Not a lot of variety out of the Eastern Hancock offense. They've ran this read option or stretch option play quite a bit to try to I don't know what they're trying to do to open up some time or whatever, but the defensive line has done a nice job just playing gap control. Charlie Palmer and crew on the interior of that defensive line have done a nice job of swallowing up that running back as he comes by. And Odin really hasn't gotten too creative yet. I don't know if that's offensive scheme or just what we're forcing him out of.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, the one touchdown that he did throw, that 50-yard scramble, I mean, that's what I would call a creation play that he did. And, you know, I think that kid is really good when he's in space. You know, he can pull the ball down and gain yards, or he can make a throw like that. You know, we had our corners kind of coming up on that. They thought he was going to run, and what's he do off 1 foot? Wings it down there about 50 yards. To get their first score.
Now they're 2 touchdowns behind here, and obviously they're going to have to open it up to get back into this football game. I think what's going to be key to the Chargers' second half is keeping things in front. There were time or two that we had a receiver leak out behind us.
Yep.
And it was either overthrown or it was tipped and fell incomplete. But those receivers are big and they're fast, and if you get them in space, they're a problem. But so far, that hasn't materialized yet for the Royals. And if we can keep that at bay in the second half, you're going to enjoy a 13-point cushion and take it to the wire.
Well, you got to think that Eastern Hancock's sitting in there going, hey, look at this. We own them in yards, and a lot of that's got to do with field position. They're getting the ball in a lot worse field position than what we are. But, we got them in yards, and we're still down 2 scores. What's going to be working? I thought Kube, he's had some good runs. There's no doubt that kid's a talent and a heck of a running back. But for the most part, I think the Charger defense has contained him. Odin is the one that I think at any time could just cut her loose. So we'll see here. I think North Decatur's got to be ready. They're going to try a couple of those longer passes again.
Well, and Odin comes off of last week against Greencastle, has 306 yards of total offense,
right?
160 with his legs and 150 through the air. You haven't seen that tonight.
No.
And he's had his opportunities. You made the comment when he's on that side of the field over about the hash. He could have just pulled it down and ran it there on 4th down. But he had to kind of chuck that one.
Yeah, that was a situational play over there, but
he has got the legs that can damage it.
Yeah.
So it'll be real key in the second half that we keep him contained.
Yeah.
And defensive line doing their job at that at the moment.
Yeah, and I thought our ends have done a nice job in there too. Carter Gray's playing a good game. Adam Watley and others that are playing in down there for us, they're doing a good job too. Not really anything, big runs outside or anything. It's been, we've seen Eli come up and make a good play right there at the beginning of the game. And teams watch film, and maybe they're seeing that, and they think, maybe we can't run outside on these guys or whatever. But I do know you're going to see some more plays that are going to try to stretch the field as far as throwing the ball down the field and so forth like that. They had success getting behind us, like you mentioned, Matt, and they're going to try some of that again.
I'm going to have to go down there and check the fuel level on the generator and make sure that the windmill's still turning. And
there you go.
The hamster's still working in the computer here.
We still got the guy on the bicycle back there. We'll go down and give him a Coke.
We're going to take a quick break, and we've got about 4 minutes left in the halftime show. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gill and Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gill and Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tebby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tebby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tebby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, back here live. 1 minute till halftime show's over. Then, of course, they always put the extra 3 minutes on, like they always do. So, and nothing out of Eastern Hancock yet, Matt. It's a long walk from the school up here, and they haven't even left the premises yet. So,
yeah, they got some stuff to sort out.
They're getting a little talking to in there. So, North Decatur here, back out on the field, warming up. Chargers are leading this thing. We're in the Stones Farm Service halftime show. North Decatur 28, Eastern Hancock 15, and what's been a very, very good football game. You know, North Decatur comes into this thing after a big week last week with a 61-0 win over their rivals of South Decatur there. Eastern Hancock came in with a big win, 50 to 20-something over a Greencastle team. So it was going to be maybe we thought it might be some sparks flying here early, and it definitely was as the Chargers came out and scored right off the bat and then put another points up on the board. And then finally Eastern Hancock got into the scoring ways, and it's been kind of back and forth since then to come up with your 28-15 score. So they got the 3 minutes on the clock, and I don't know when they're going to start it. I don't know what the rule is, but Eastern Hancock hasn't even, now they're finally coming out. It'll take them 2 minutes to get out here. So
that can warrant a penalty after the half, I believe, but who's counting? Hey, you know, North Decatur through
well, they don't have to give them the full 3 minutes.
North Decatur through 6 quarters of play have posted 89 points for what it's worth. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's very impressive.
I'm curious if anybody out there listening has any updates on the Milan-Batesville score. Milan's at Batesville tonight. Started at 7. Going on in the conference, Riverton Park at Edinburgh. Shenandoah is at South Decatur. Switzerland County at Cincinnati Landmark in Ohio. That's an interesting one. Brown County and Crawford County are heading off here this evening. So curious if anybody can text me that Milan-Batesville score. We'll get that announced out there, just seeing what's going on around the league.
Well, I tell you what, Eastern Hancock is in no hurry to get out here.
Chris is going to scorn them when they get
out. I don't care for this. I don't like it that they, in generality, they give you a certain amount of time for halftime. Then they come back out and they add 3 more minutes. Okay, that's understandable. At the very least, you could be out here at the end of the original time so that you get the extra 3-minute time. But so North Decatur got out here at the end, and they're still
as they should,
and so should the other team. So my only complaint is if you want to stay in there, that's fine, but you don't get the 3 minutes to warm up when you get out here. You know, I don't know. I think that's trying to play a little bit of head games in there. So. We'll see.
I just wanted to congratulate Liz Gabbard is caller number 9 here tonight.
Uh-oh.
We'll get this out there that Batesville is up 14-7.
14-7.
Now, she may not get the full prize because she didn't tell us what quarter that was in. So just give her a half goodie bag. Go ahead and take the Tootsie Rolls out of there if you could, Chris.
Those might be gone already anyway. I don't know who makes those bags up, but
You got a little on your face there.
yeah.
Thanks, Liz. I don't know who else is. Well, just check the scoreboard here, out of town scoreboard. We don't have a sponsor for that, do we? Chris can calm down. Eastern Hancock has come back out,
And they did start the clock.
and it started the clock, so we got that squared away.
All right, so now we still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. What time is it? I don't know, but I never will understand that. But anyway, all right, so we watch Eastern Hancock warm up. North Decatur here on the sideline. Been a really good football game so far. Two teams that are really playing pretty well here. Does it say what the penalties are on there, Matt? That's one thing I don't remember you saying. That's got to probably favor them a little bit.
I didn't say it. That's why you don't remember it. Well, now we've got callers coming on. Guys, I'm sorry, but the prize has already been won. Caller number 9. We don't have anything for caller number 12, do we? Okay. I do appreciate the updates. That is a halftime score. Just started the third quarter. Batesville's up 14-7. Just started the third quarter over there. What'd you ask me? Penalties. Is that what you're speaking about? He can't even hear me. He's over here putting his parka on.
And to be fair to Liz out there, we really don't have anything for the first caller either.
Yeah, that check's in the mail.
Yeah.
That's all there is to that.
Yeah, we were going to talk about penalties to see how many and what it was against. So
Penalties. North Decatur was flagged 5 times for 29 yards. Eastern Hancock was flagged twice for 25 yards.
So yardage is about the same, and the big one for Eastern Hancock, which allowed North Decatur to put some points on the board, was that targeting foul. And so in targeting, does that kid go on for the game?
Well, that I don't know. But Mike Pereira, what's his name over here? Pereira. Mike Pereira, a.k.a. Jim Rogers, or Roger that. He gave a little commentary over there from the cheap seats to let us know what was going on during that big mark-off.
Oh, they threw a penalty.
The targeting call marked off right because the pass was, in fact, incomplete. Now, question whether or not that, and this is not coming from Pereira,
right?
Question whether or not that was actual targeting infraction. That's left to be determined. But regardless, that was the proper way to mark it off from the previous spot. Which is what they did eventually. Just took them a hot minute.
All right, well, let's close out the Stones Farm Service halftime, Matt.
Well, I have some text.
And we'll get ready. We'll get ready here for some third quarter action. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the
stand by
H&R Block third quarter.
We'll get there one at a time here. Let me clear my throat like Shaggy.
That's right.
Halftime has been brought your way by Stones Farm Service, serving Decatur County and all of southeastern Indiana for over 30 years with quality equipment and a service department that can't be beat. Strong, stable, still Stones on East Main Street in Greensburg.
All right, thank you to Stones.
Third quarter. You said jumped on me about that, too. Who's that? Who's that?
H&R Block. That's a lengthy conversation you're going to have there.
Sports fans, you didn't start your business to do taxes. Good thing we did. Block Advisors by H&R Block serves over 2 million businesses like yours every year. From construction to farmers to real estate agents and more. We've seen it all. We're proud to serve our local teachers, coaches, players, fans, and cheerleaders. You can find a tax expert at your Greensburg H&R Block who understands the ins and outs of our industry. H&R Block, business services, bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, and advice.
There you go. And excuse me for a cough got away from him. So, hey, Matt, look at this. The referees did issue Eastern Hancock a penalty.
Well, this is going to give them even worse field position.
Well, this one will be out there in the cornfield.
It's beans, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really beans. How many times do we have to tell you? 45-yard line of the Royals, and Odie. I don't know. I think Odie was trying the Pat McAfee recover your own
Odell's onside kick fails to go 10 yards. It'll be Royal ball.
onside
On
kick,
42.
and now that gives the Royals the ball to the 42-yard line.
Well, nonetheless, I didn't want to say anything because I was hoping that we would do that. Unfortunately, as good a night as Odie had, that probably wasn't his best effort, and he's probably coming. Yeah, you can see him over here. He's like, I just missed that. But nonetheless, Chargers defense comes out on the field. Odell, get that back. Keep your head in it, buddy. We may need you for a kick here later in the game.
Second half action. Odin Kube in the backfield yet again. Fakes the quick pitch. Now he's going to chuck it up the right sideline, and that guy has got a cannon. Eli Krenkamp is all over him, stride for stride. That pass wasn't even going to be caught in bounds if it was catchable.
Yeah, that's the only thing, that he can whale it away. But on that sideline throw over there, the last two that he's thrown have both been out of bounds. Can't get that quite dialed in. He had a step on Eli over there, but I tell you what, old Mr. Krenkamp closed the ground pretty close over there. He caught back right up to him, and there was no way that pass was going to be completed. Good job there by Eli.
So maybe as anticipated, they come out firing, and Kube comes running downhill, picks up 6 yards here on second down. That's going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 4.
He's met by Hunter Meister.
All right, so going back to the run here after the pass. 3rd down, ball sits at the 46-yard line of the Royals. Creeping out towards midfield. I see North Decatur get off with a no gain or a loss here.
Man in deep motion to give this Kube. Kube is swallowed up by the defensive line. Carter Gray is there first, and that is going to be a huge tackle for a loss. Carter Gray met him first. Connor Larson came with the support, and now they're up to a 4th and 7.
Man, they're going to have to punt the ball here. I mean, you can't give it this here. So watch the fake punt here, but I tell you what, they've dialed it up on defense here the last 2 or 3 times. They made a few adjustments in there. Carter Gray with a heck of a play there and did a good thing. You know, he got down there around that guy's legs, right around his thighs and knees, and got a hold of that, and he can't make a move when you can't move your legs, Matt.
All right.
Oh, there's the best kick of the night by far.
About hits his own streak man down the field there and rolls out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. I guess they're going to mark it at possibly around the 15. Tough angle here to see where we're at.
Right. But I tell you what, Charger defense comes out, gives up a 1st down, and then stiffens. You know, the onside kick didn't quite go the way we wanted it to go. Or no, we didn't give up a 1st down, did we?
No.
We bowed up.
3 and out.
Bowed up, Matt. All right, now I tell you what, it would be big. It would change the momentum of this game drastically if the Chargers could go down and they'd just pull some life right out of Eastern Hancock.
Double tight set, I formation behind Fields. That's Caney. And then Thackeray. Yep, Thackeray gets the call over right tackle, picks up 5.
Thackeray on the carry for North Decatur, taken down by Eli Manship.
You know what, though, tonight, Matt, on running the ball, there's been very few times when we've got stuff for a loss or no gain. We're getting 3 to 4, 5, sometimes 6 yards a carry. And that's what we talked about. This offensive line has done a really good job in there tonight. Trenton Larson, Charlie Palmer, Logan Foster, all those guys in there. I can't see who's over here. Here we go.
Right-hand side, here comes Hayden Caney. Hayden Caney's close to the stick, so they'll give him progress just shy of the 1st down, pick up a 4.5.
And again, there's another good run. That's going to set us up in 3rd and short. All right, so 3rd and 2. Leslie Atkins, our right tackle over here. That's who that was. You see his number now. He's doing a good job. And Adam Watley over there at tight end. Now we got Carter Gray in here to double tight end.
Loaded up the right side, unbalanced. We send Thackeray behind it, and he's going to get the first down. Moves the chains across the 30-yard line. Goes Thackeray.
I'll tell you what, that's
Was that Thackeray or Kane?
that was Thackeray. But I'll tell you what, all these running backs here tonight, from Thackeray to Barber to Caney, have all ran the ball really hard here tonight. Like I said, it's been rare that we don't gain any yards. And that's a credit again to the offensive line. Matthew Fields, too, doing a very good job in here of kind of just regulating the game.
Fields is under center, puts the plant up in motion from right to left to give us to the up back and Caney. Caney cuts it to off tackle there, and he's going to pick up about 1.5 yards.
Caney on the carry again for North Decatur. He's tripped up by Austin Brown of the Royals. He picks up 1 on the play. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, I tell you, I'm trying to blow smoke up your skirt, but he does look fast this year. All 3 of these guys back there look fast, and I don't know genetically where that came from, but 25 is he's a squirrel back there. Darting around.
Big old fox squirrel, like you, buddy.
Right. Well, he probably can't pack popcorn like I can.
He ain't got the cheeks yet.
I'll be honest with you, I was at the JV game this week, and I don't get to sit and eat popcorn very often. I had 5 bags, but darn it was good. I mean, it's just good batch popcorn.
I tell you what, I think we've really grown a good crop out there this year, and we've got it underneath the bleachers this year. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Got it all in the bin underneath the
That's
bleachers.
right, yep.
Against the Chargers.
There's a hold in the backfield this time.
Yeah, that's going to negate the Barber run. Barber had a nice run going there. And North Decatur, Matt, very content to run this clock.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
You chew up all this third quarter here, and that puts the Royals in a real predicament because they're not getting a whole lot done offensively in very quick
They'll
fashion.
accept the penalty, so that's going to set us up in 2nd and 19. So getting behind the sticks here a little bit, but eating a lot of clock out of this third quarter. The H&R block third quarter, Matt.
It is.
28-15, North Decatur leads.
Fields back to pass now. He's got one up the left.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
And it's caught. Corbin Thackeray goes up the left side. He's at the 30. Stumbles at the 20-yard line. They grabbed his shoe.
The babies. Fields dropping a dime in on freaking Thackeray. Good play.
About a 50-yard pass play. No, check that. They marked that down at the 10-yard line.
And I'll tell you,
66 yards on the play.
Eastern Hancock tonight has had no answer for that. When we pound the ball, and then throw it vertically down the field, they are just not defending back there. They are putting everything they've got up front to stop that run, and frankly, they just don't have enough guys back there.
Let's go!
All right, so time a ticking here. Powerhouse backfield, Matt.
Give us to Barber. Barber's looking for some space. Dancing around patiently back there looking for an opening, and he's going to pick up positive yardage, but only about 1 yard or 2.
He's taking up that Brandon Tebow out of the Royals.
All right, clock, tick, 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 tick. Where's that ball set? We just got a box, so it's about the 7-yard line. It's 9-yard line.
Scoreboard calls it the 9.
It is. Looks like it's just inside the 10. So we're just lining up.
Fake the handoff, and we
There it is. Carter Gray.
Gray from 9 yards out. Touchdown, Chargers.
And that's another Charger in the barn. Carter Gray from the Matthew Fields pass. And that's exactly what the Chargers, and there was nobody around Mr. Gray. We fooled them all.
Well,
Good pass, good catch.
anytime we get in that powerhouse backfield, the whole defense flows, and that was just a play action. Rolled it away from the powerhouse. Carter Gray snuck out behind it, wide open the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the other thing that I really like about that, and a good, oh, look at that. It's in the cornfield, boys.
Those are beans back
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry. I'm putting my application in for strategic ag.
Both insurable crops, mind you, so I don't want to discriminate.
All right. So that was a heck of a drive there, Matt.
You call me mouth.
It's not the worst thing I've called you when the mics aren't hot.
35-15. Chargers jump into a commanding 20-point lead now.
Yeah, and the Chargers, I tell you what, that was a heck of a drive right there. That was smash mouth football, and then the deep pass. You've seen a lot of the weapons that North Decatur's got on the offensive side of the football. I think all three backs carried the ball that time, and you can see what our quarterbacks got for an arm. Receiving core line did an excellent job the whole way through that. Just a complete offensive team effort there, and that's coming off a defensive effort that just went 3 and out. So really, really impressed here. This game's far from over, though, Matt. We've seen how Eastern Hancock can score the football. So defense has got to stay on their toes. Got to think, though, for every touchdown that North Decatur puts on the board, Matt, that in the back of the coaching staff's mind there across on the blue sidelines, we're going to have to throw the ball. We're going to have to throw the ball. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't have a choice now.
Yeah.
With just a quarter and a half left to play. There again, North Decatur chews up 6 minutes of that quarter on that drive. It was only a 7-play drive, capped with the Carter Gray touchdown. So now Eastern Hancock is way uphill on this battle. They're going to have to start slinging things around.
Oh, Odell. Oh, end zone.
Man, that's good for the brand, Odie.
That is good.
For the brand.
That is right. That'll show him.
I mean, I'll tell you, the kid's only had one bad kick tonight.
Yep. And he was trying. That was going to be a specialty play there. But I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a. He has kicked the ball well. Really well.
Yet another start on the 20-yard line.
That is such a weapon. Such a weapon. All right.
Well, and the genetics in that Odell family and their feet. My goodness. You think it's the shoes they buy?
I don't know. They raised mules for years over there.
Well, one of them's kicking at Taylor, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The other one's kicking here yet again. I wonder what the third one's doing. I don't think he's a kicker. Defensive line asserts themselves early. Here in the second half.
I tell you what, you can see some fire in there right now. We got Pax Hess in there, Charlie in there. The linebackers are coming thundering in. Carter Gray fresh off a touchdown. That was a gang tackle.
And I don't think Eastern Hancock anticipated little old North Decatur to come in here and do this to their line of scrimmage. Now Odin's back to pass. He's got a man in the...
Oh, boy.
He pays the price as Tyler Dean comes in and cleans his clock as soon as he hits the ground.
No yak on that one, Matt. No yak on that one.
That's yards after catch for those of you keeping score at home. Can't use an acronyms, Chris.
A gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 30.
All right, let's go here. Get him off the field.
Odin with the option to the right.
Oh, I got him.
Defensive end turns it in and smacks him in the backfield. That was Charlie Palmer out there on one side of it. And
Pax Hess.
Pax Hess
getting him sub.
North Decatur.
Loss of a yard there. They're going to have to kick the ball, and I'll tell you what, North Decatur defense is on fire right now, Matt.
2 3-and-outs in the second half, and they have gained a total of 10 yards in 2 series.
And let me tell you, the old heads are hanging a little low walking over there. Coaching staff looks to be a little on the upset side, too. North Decatur has really grabbed a hold of this thing in the second half here. Well, I don't know what got into him at halftime.
Well, he kicked that one over to the concession stand. And
Goes out of bounds.
Matt sent his proxy over there to get some popcorn.
did I? I hope so. Man, that would do me just right in the second half.
You own any Orville Redenbacher stock?
I've got acreage. I've got a bin.
Do you?
Sitting full of it. I just
Okay.
walk out, hit the spout, take the sack, take the 50-pound
Take
sack.
the sack out there and put her in the microwave and call her good.
My limiting input right now is just oil. You know,
Oil.
we don't have enough oil to get
Yeah.
that stuff popping.
Well, I bet you go to Stone's Farm Service, you can get some kind of Napa oil that'll work for that.
Yeah, that just leaves a bitter taste on your popcorns, though.
All right, so here comes North now. Oh, Barber,
Barber,
a little slip there, going on the cutback.
well, he had to put the brakes on immediately into that turn.
The gain of 1 on the play is
He didn't like what he saw out there on the edge. I don't blame him.
No, I don't think there was any running room out there. Nonetheless, they got Trenton Larson coming off. He's got a little bit of a shimmy to him there, so that's going to move Charlie Palmer to center now and brings his brother Connor on. Boy, they look at him creeping up.
Oh, we fumbled that first snap. Actually, with a different center in there. Matthews just trying to make the most of it. Hey, there we go. Gets the first down right up the gut of the defense with a 9-yard busted play.
Broken play turns into a good play. That's how it works. Well, that was the first snap there for Charlie tonight. A little bit of a back and forth in there a little bit. Now what do we got? Okay. What we get? We're just running them in, running them out.
Different personnel team. Here they all jog off the field.
All right. So North Decatur now already in Eastern Hancock territory again.
Matthew Field's going to operate from the gun. Both his backs. Boy,
I didn't know
that was the old fumble rooski.
Yeah.
Who's got the ball? I don't know if that was by design or not, but they both reached for the ball. It looked confusing, but maybe that was by design. They pick up 5 out of the play. It brings up 2nd and 5 from Eastern Hancock 36-yard line.
We're just battering them in there. All right, now no rush, Matt. Let's take some time. 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go. H&R Block, 3rd quarter action. North Decatur leads this thing 35-15.
Eastern Hancock has only taken 8 snaps here in the entire 2nd quarter. North Decatur has handled the clock almost the entirety. Here's Corbin Thackeray right up the gut. Flag comes flying in. That's not necessary.
Well, he lost his hat.
Well, I feel like he could have just kept that in his pocket.
Not so sure what that was. Why does that guy always got to talk in his microphone? Isn't he the head dude?
Yeah.
He's got the white hat on.
He threw the flag and said, "What do I call, guys?"
Face mask against us.
Just confirming that guys, hey, personal foul, face mask.
Oh, it's against them. I was going to say.
The wrong way the first time.
Our guy lost his helmet.
That would have been a...
Yeah, and it may start getting a little chippy now, man.
Well, don't invite Pandora's box here. We don't want to open the Ouija board.
That's right. Ouija board, he says.
Ooh. It is a half moon.
All right, ball inside the 20-yard line. We're in the Thackeray and Sons hay and straw red zone again. We're going to call it that tonight. What the heck?
You're going to coax the check out of them yet.
Yeah, that's right. I seen the operation last week. I know what we're capable of.
Just grinding it down the field here. Over 2 minutes on this drive. Ball now down to the 18 of the Royals. Fields in the gun. Bah. False start, North Decatur.
And I just feel like...
How do you feel? Let's talk about how you feel.
I don't think he snapped the ball when he was supposed to snap the ball. Looked like Matthew was kind of waiting on it. Nonetheless, you got to sit there until you see the ball go.
Backs them up 5, 1st and 15 now.
All right, clock continues to run now.
It's the 7th, 8th, or 9th play of this drive. I don't know. I've lost track.
But he is the statistician, just so everybody knows. So,
you don't have to call me out like that. Fields gives to Barber. Barber, right tackle. Still churning the pile. Gets all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Pickup of 8.
All right, now we got Trenton Larson coming back on, our starting center. So we're back to what our starting line was here again now.
And there trots off Connor Larson. Brothers Larson always near each other.
That's right.
They got each other's back. It's tight-knit family. Fields back to pass. Got a guy in the corner of the end zone. That's Braden Murray. He lays out for it at the pylon. Couldn't haul it in.
Just a little bit outside.
It's like Bob Uecker. You sound like a just a little bit outside.
3rd and 6.
Isn't that his name, Bob Uecker?
Yep. Passed away.
Name that movie.
Yep.
Wild Thing, not Wild Thing. What the heck was the name of it? It was the pitcher.
Yeah, Wild Thing. Major League was the
Major
movie.
League was the movie. Thank you.
I like it when he goes, I don't know how he can tell if that's a ball or a strike. Just a bit outside. All right, now what do we got? Timeout. North Decatur. All right. We'll get a timeout break here too. North Decatur leads us 35-15. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable. To record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here live, Eastern Hancock High School. North Decatur 35, Eastern Hancock 15. 3rd and about 7 for the Chargers.
Matthew Fields back to pass from the gun. He's got guys in his face. The screen set up in the middle.
Good job.
Fight that one away from the linebacker. Is close getting picked off, but Hunter Meister snatches it out of there.
Going to be 4th down, though, I think. He's just shy. And I'm sure that's going to be the end of the quarter.
4th and 4. We're going to take it to the end of the 3rd quarter. North Decatur enjoying a 20-point advantage here. We'll come back and bring you the 4th quarter right after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Need an experienced attorney to help with the legal issue? The law firm of Hamilton and Tubby specializes in business law, estate law, criminal defense, family law, guardianship, wills and trusts, and more. The firm became Hamilton and Tubby 25 years ago with the addition of Chris Tubby. The law office is located at 117 South Broadway in downtown Greensburg. You can call 812-663-4082. Hamilton and Tubby Law Office, the right choice for your legal needs.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
All right, back here live, Hancock Health Stadium here in Eastern Hancock, right on the outskirts of I-70 as the semis go blaring by here behind us, Matt, and we'll close out the 3rd quarter and get into our 4th quarter sponsor.
Thank you for that 3rd quarter sponsor, H&R Block. As we roll into the 4th quarter, Russ Hubler Ford, your local Ford dealer, offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and great customer service with a smile. Stop by their showroom at 2010 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg and meet their friendly staff. Shop online at RussHublerFord.com.
And thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight, as we obviously cannot do this without them. All right, we're going to go for a field goal, Matt.
It is 4th and 4, ball's on the 12-yard line, making this about a 30-yard field goal where we're set up here.
Come on there, young man.
Odie drives it hard and shanks it to the right.
Extra point is no good.
All right, well, that's okay. I think he was wanting to really drive that one home. First opportunity, I think, for that young man to try a field goal, at least this year, I know for sure.
Well, and he's earned it tonight the way he's kicked. Why not?
Coach has got his arm around him down there. He's definitely done his job here tonight. That's one you'd like to get. That changes it to a 3-score game. Nonetheless, North Decatur's defense has been playing good here tonight.
I want to challenge your math there. I think it's still a 3-score game.
What is it, 20?
20 points. There's no 2 10
I meant it would be I was thinking it'd be a 4-score game.
Well, that's what you meant.
Four scoring 7 years ago.
All right, Abe. Pass is complete on the out route. We'll give that up. Little 5-yard out, picks up 10 on the play.
Pass is complete to Bowman, and that's good for a Royal first down.
You know, oddly enough, they started this drive on the 20-yard line where they've lived all game long.
Yeah, they're pretty used to starting there. They've got a play in the playbook for that.
Pickup of 15 on first down, takes it out to the 34-yard line. Now, Odin pulls it down. Here's what we talked about at halftime. He's going to have to do more of this for them to get into the game, but maybe it's too little, too late.
That's good for a Royal first down.
Yeah, and to the surprise, I thought they would have gone to that a little bit sooner, to be honest with you.
I agree. Ball now on the 47-yard line. Back to passes Odin as their offense picks up their tempo. Another 5-yard out. And you know, this has been Eastern Hancock's MO too. They're so comfortable with that out route. They will, even if they're down 20 points, they're going to throw 5-yard outs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's just that much part of their offense that they have to.
Now he stretches one up the sideline, throws a dart, passes intended for
good defense.
Eli Trinkamp was on him like a blanket.
Yes, he was. Stride for stride with him.
That's good coverage, 31. They had you looking to see if they were going to pull a flag because the receiver did go down, but there was not enough contact there.
He wasn't even hardly hand fighting with him. And there's a hold too. Oh, we're talking. All right, so that's going to back them up back to their side of the field.
And it surprises me.
Excuse me.
Odin's legs and Odin's arm. I feel like this offense has underutilized his talent, but that's why they're down 20. Here's a pass to Manship, and he ducks for cover because he knew a hit was coming. And he
gets the penalty yardage back, so it's going to set him up in about 3rd and 4 here.
Manship.
They have definitely opened this up.
Manship was all stretched out there. Simon Barber lays the lumber to him, and now it's 3rd and 5. Back to passes Odin. Pushed off a spot quickly. Looking for something to materialize. He just doesn't have receivers downfield. Good coverage. And now he's going to have to eat this one. He's trying to run away from defense. He chucks one down the field. He's got a man behind the defender. It's caught. It's caught. Barber lost track of him. Tackles him at the 3-yard line. Boy, and that was just a prayer that he chucked.
And sorry about that. I was late on the camera. I thought we had him stopped down here.
We didn't want to watch the other end of that anyway.
Yeah. Got behind and boy, we thought we had him hemmed up down here, and that's just Odin's legs keeping it alive.
Well, honestly, it was a mess. It was great coverage for the first 8 seconds by the secondary, but at that point, it's just hard to keep track of everybody when everybody just starts helter-skelter.
False start.
No.
Offsides.
The flag on the play.
Somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
Oh, gotcha. Good call, Matt. Did you get buzz from Pereira?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Showed me on the...
That's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
He drew a yellow line down the line of scrimmage on the telestrator, showed me his helmet. That is a 1.5-yard penalty.
All right, boys, move up tight. Did he catch it? Yep.
Most successful drive of the night ends in a touchdown for the Royals. 21-35 now. Hey, there you go. Now you can see them, Chris.
Yeah, that makes a little bit of a difference.
You look close to the ground. You get a little more out of their mortar shells.
All right, so 35-21. Extra point here. Make it a 13-point game.
The polecat, he threw it behind him. So
They
instead-
get nothing out of it.
that time, instead of moving the line over, they go ahead and direct snap it and try to run the little flood pass. But as he pulled the trigger on that, he dropped his bullet back behind him. That's not going to get very far. Covered up by North Decatur, 35-21 now, 14-point advantage here as we finish out the fourth quarter. 10:09 left in the Russ Hubler Ford fourth quarter. Most excitement out of the Royals sideline all night. Seems like a long time since they've hit pay dirt.
Well, it's still a 2-touchdown game, Matt, so points on the board here for North Decatur, and you got to think they're going to put the hands team in, I would guess. Because you got to think that they're going to try an onside. Because they don't have any luck kicking the ball. They sure, they normally about the 40 to the 35-yard lines where we've been receiving it. So, even if it's got to go 10 yards, that's the 50-yard line. It's only a net loss of about 10 yards, if that. All right, so now North Decatur got a cover here.
North Decatur has all but one packed in between the 50 and the 40-yard line. They do dribble an onside kick. It's fielded
Good
cleanly.
job.
Fielded cleanly down to the ground by Hunter Meister.
Kick is recovered by Hunter Meister of North Decatur.
All right, so now North Decatur with excellent field position, 46-yard line, call it the 45 and a half.
Nope. Fields under center. Tailback is Barber. Barber right off tackle. He's got space. He's breaking tackles. He's all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Nice hole over there on the right-hand side. Barber able to exploit it and then gets through, breaks a couple tackles like Matt said. Clock's going to continue to run here now, too. That's a very important part of this game. 2 scores, and it's already under 10 minutes to go here. If North Decatur can keep controlling the line of scrimmage and getting runs like that, they're going to be in good shape.
17 yards there for Simon Barber. A lot of yak yards on that one, Chris.
Yes, there was.
The word of the day. Glossary word here that we picked up.
Acronym.
Going to be in a quiz here in about 2 weeks during a halftime show.
Why does the clock stop?
That's a good question. Chains are set.
All right, so they blow it live again. Clock running again.
Just want to give them time to get their substitutions in.
All right, North Decatur.
Double tight set, I formation. Caney the down back, Barber the tailback. No,
That's Thackeray. He's
Thank
got
you.
it up inside.
Thackeray takes the inside handoff, bounces it outside, picks up 6.
More importantly, it keeps that clock a-rolling.
Conway to Rose. It's now 2nd and 4.
All right.
Can you beat 25 in an arm wrestling contest nowadays? He goes
I
out
don't
there.
know. I haven't tried.
He goes out there all jacked up, man. I see veins on his forearms. He's kind of scary.
All right, so now we need a good block out of him and a good run here out of Thackeray. That's what I'm looking for, Matt.
Caney leads the hole. Thackeray makes a cut. Thackeray's gone. Great inside cut. Moves it all the way to the pylon. 30-yard scamper.
And that's the charger in the barn, and that's the dagger maybe in the barn. North Decatur just running it down their throat. No question about it, that one, Matt.
That's his 3rd of the night, and if I remember right, he had 3 against South Decatur as well. He likes the hat trick.
All right, let's get old Odell back on track here. He can kick this one to the parking lot. Ooh, bad snap.
Good hold.
It's good.
Nope.
Nope. Inside.
Well, it wouldn't have been inside.
Outside.
It's definitely just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. All right, nonetheless, the Chargers put 6 more on the board. They're up 20 now. So, again, it pushes it past the 2-score game. It has to be 3 scores now. 8 minutes and 38 seconds, although they did score the ball there in about, 2.5 minutes last time?
Yep.
Yep. I tell you, it's broadcasting genius. It was the best.
Yep. It was about 2.5.
It was about 2.5. I don't know why we give you that paper anymore.
It would have been great if I'd written down when they scored, because then I could have just done the math.
Done the subtraction.
Yes, but it was under. It was under 2 minutes.
Mrs. Chase would have been happy. I could have done my subtraction tables. All right, Chargers set to kick off again. Odell off the missed extra points, probably going to unleash one here. Oh, look, they finally got the idea. Look at him. Backed up to the 5-yard line. Now watch Odie drop her right in there with the old wedge.
Has he got the lob wedge in his hand?
I don't know.
I think he does.
Persimmon. All right. Odell puts a boot into it. Oof.
Wow, that's a bunch. That's into the end zone for his 19th touchback of the game. Good.
Man, I sound like I've been on the Paul balls all night.
Yeah, you need to switch to the filters.
Well, if you're going to do it, go hard.
Go hard.
It's like North Decatur football. Go hard or go home.
Goodness gracious, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchbacks for Odie tonight.
Good job. All right, now let's get the defense here to stiffen up a little bit.
If you can believe those stats, too.
We get a 3 and out here, and I'm feeling pretty good. All right, they're spreading things out there.
Oh, my. So at the end of 3, Batesville was up on Milan. Here's a pass complete over on the opposite sideline. Batesville was up on Milan 20-14. Now Batesville and Milan are tied with 6 minutes to go.
That's a ball game down there, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so they pick up 10 more.
Yeah, a long way to go here at 8:32.
They ain't giving up yet, though.
They have to burn a timeout here. Oh, they've got a player down on that.
Oh, I didn't see that. All right, they're going to bring him to the sidelines. Let's take a quick break here, pay a few bills. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $4,000. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Stone's Farm Service at 921 East Main in Greensburg or call them at 812-663-3787.
All right, back here live. We're back to live action.
Odin and Kube in the backfield. Back to passes Odin. Odin's got one up the seam. That's complete to Manship. Manship gets down at the 36-yard line.
Pass is complete to Manship for a 20-yard gain and good for a Royal first.
Dropped it right in there as Caney was coming back to try to get back there and just didn't get all the way back. Got his hands up just a little late. Nice pass, though. The kid can really throw the ball. All right, come on, Chargers.
Back to passes Odin. Looks off his initial receiver. Pulls it down. Now he's going to do it with his legs. He cuts and dives. Awkwardly picks up about 7 yards there.
More importantly, though, that keeps the clock running.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
All right, so clock's going to tick inside 8 minutes here in the Russ Hubler Ford fourth quarter.
Back to passes Odin to Manship, his favorite target thus far, and gets driven down by Meister. Trenkamp locked him around his knees, and Meister finishing him off up top. They're going to get the first down, move the sticks. It's at the 20-yard line now. 7:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, so North Decatur here now, kind of playing a little bit back on its heels.
Odin takes it himself, driven out of bounds at the 10-yard line by Hayden Caney.
Move on the keeper. It's pushed out of bounds by Hayden Caney. Chargers.
We're just getting a little
7 on the play. Makes it 2nd.
contained here, but he gets out of bounds there. Clock stops with 7:33 to go.
Second and 4 now. Back to passes Odin. Odin slings it over to the Manship on the left-hand side of the field. Get inside the 10-yard line. Gets driven out of bounds again. Stops the clock.
Got the first down, too.
They're box only inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Trailing by 20.
7 minutes, 27 seconds to go.
Good for a roll. First down.
Good defense there, still in the middle.
Whittington on the carry for the Royals.
Whittington on the carry for the Royals. He comes in and spells Cube periodically. Picks up about
It's now
3
2nd
yards
goal.
there.
He's a good-looking runner, too. What grade is he? He's a younger kid, too, isn't
He is a freshman through senior somewhere.
he? Yes. Oh, Aaron. Looked like Kubi left a little early.
Sophomore. Pass is complete. Touchdown, Eastern Hancock. Gavin Schultz is not a big fella. Sophomore, 5'6", 120. Narrows the lead to 14 momentarily.
All right, so Eastern Hancock still pressing on. They're going to go for 2 again, it looks like. 29, that makes it a 12-point game.
It makes you wonder why they didn't play with that pace in the first half.
Yeah.
Because they just marched down the field and short fashion put 6 on the board. Here's Odin. All swallowed up by the pursuit of the Charger defense. He didn't make it.
He did not make it. Good job there by the defense.
Comes up short. He's met by a whole group of Charger tacklers.
27-41, 14-point lead here for the Chargers. 6:58 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're North Decatur, you just got to go on a drive here again, Matt.
Just shoot up.
Russ Hubler Ford, fourth quarter. 27-41, as Matt mentioned, and we'll be seeing another onside kick coming here. And we got the hands team out there again. All right, so North Decatur, 41-27, just can't shake them. As Eastern Hancock hangs in there, a little bit of life here in the fourth quarter. North Decatur owned the third quarter, now with 2 scores in the fourth quarter here for the Royals.
Thackeray back deep for North Decatur.
Thackeray's back deep, but he won't be needed here.
No, he will not. You can keep your eyes right up there.
Well, he does kick
Oh, he
it.
did.
Kicks it right out,
Out of bounds. No, don't feel. Oh,
Corbin goes back there and covers it up.
I guess he was over there. He probably seen it wasn't going to go out of bounds, so you pick it up and get what you can get.
For the Royals. Chargers will take over on the 24.
All right, so a little different strategy there by Eastern Hancock that time. They didn't want to give him the ball at the 40-yard line. We fielded that first one pretty cleanly.
Well, that'll help us chew a little more clock. Ball's on the 20.
Yeah, right.
Line.
We got a little bit farther to go. And I tell you what North Decatur has got to do is string together about 3 or 4 first downs in a row. That's going to go a long way to help putting this one away.
Eastern Hancock packs everybody inside the box.
Boy, they do.
There's 8 in there at the moment. And they're going to send a few of them. And that hurt because we just didn't have the hats for the hats.
Well, we're going to get the clock running.
Well, I tell you.
Well, they're going to run on a few receivers here, Matt. Well, this may change our strategy here a little bit.
Boy, a little play action drop over the top could put this one to bed.
Yeah. You know the wheels are always turning down there on the sideline on Coach Stern's behalf. He's seeing the same thing we're seeing. 8 in the box. Wow.
Henry Kinker, the split receiver down here to the near side. He'd be the only guy out. It is a play action, roll to the left, and it's bobbled momentarily by Carter Gray, falls incomplete.
And that one bounced down. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Busted up by Dawson Spring to the Royals.
And more importantly than that, that stops the clock. All right. So now this becomes a big 3rd down here.
Now we come out with a 3 wide receiver set, 1 back in the backfield.
They're going to bring.
We had everybody moving. We had 2 people moving. False start.
Against the Chargers.
So the Chargers getting a little sloppy here at the end.
A 10-yard
Still
penalty.
a lot of time to go. Now that 3rd and
5-yard penalty, excuse me.
yeah, 3rd and about 14. All right, so you take your medicine here and get what you can get, or do you try one down the field, Matt?
I'm guessing they're going to send receivers at this 3-deep zone and see if they can find a seam. They got 4 receivers set in the formation wide. We put a 5th one out there as we empty the backfield. Fields will be in the gun by himself. He's pushed off his spot. He's got a roll. Now he's going to throw off his back foot, back the other way. Long pass over to Barber. It's complete. Now Barber's trying to gets collared by the head there momentarily. Here comes a flag. Hopefully there are 2 flags on the ground. There's going to be a penalty. I don't know if he grabbed his face mask or not, but they certainly slung his head around.
Right up here by the 1st down marker, too. He's going to be short about 2 yards, but see what the penalty is here.
Face mask is the call. The 5-yard variety.
That's going to be an automatic 1st down, though, right?
Correct.
Penalty on the play.
I need to go to that zebra school, and you don't know how big of a play that is right there, folks. It was going to be 4th down and about 3, and that's going to turn it into a 1st down. And more importantly, keeps the ball in the Chargers' hands. Nice play there by Fields to get that one away and Barber to collect it and be able to get up close enough. All right, so here come the Chargers. Here we go, powerhouse backfield, Matt.
Yeah, everybody's in the box in white jerseys. Powerhouse backfield. Matthew Fields is in the gun. Eastern Hancock's defense creeps up, and now we send both backs in motion again.
There's a flag on the play.
False start will back us up 5.
Got the timeout. Not going to get the penalty.
Will that timeout be okay? He waved the flag off. No penalty. Timeout. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Charger Football on the Charger Broadcasting Network.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Walters Tire in Greensburg has you covered. From new tires to expert service, our team makes sure you're rolling smooth in no time. Whether it's a flat, a rotation, or a brand new set, we're your hometown tire pros. Conveniently located right here in Greensburg, Walters Tire keeps you safe, keeps you moving, and keeps you smiling mile after mile. Stop in today at 220 North Main Street in Greensburg, or give them a call at 812-663-7551. Walters Tire, where every trip starts on the right foot, or should we say the right wheel.
All right, Matt, back here live. Chargers take a timeout, avoided the penalty, so it's still 1st and 10. What is that, 5:34 to go?
That's right.
I think Eastern Hancock's got all their timeouts, so.
No, hopefully they'll use them all, and we just extend this game, the inevitable victory. The give. Left off tackle. Pile of jerseys as they get it all sorted out.
Boy, and that's one where he maybe could have bounced that one to the outside a little bit.
Simon Barber on that carry picks up about 2 yards.
It's taken down by Dawson Springle. 2 on the play. It's 2nd and 8.
But the clock's ticking. It's going to get inside 5 minutes before we have to snap this one. And we got to make sure that hopefully Matthew's watching that thing. We need to be burning as much clock as we can.
Give to Barber over the right-hand side this time. Tripped up after a pickup of about 3.
Barber on the carry again. He's taken down by 2.
It's going to be about 3rd and about 5 here.
Gain of 3 on the play. It's 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Murray trots in. Caney trots off. Let's see a passing formation here, Chris.
Well, this is going to be a tight formation.
Yeah, they're double tight, power I backfield.
Boy, they got them all choked up in there again, Murray.
The give to the fullback.
Oh, he got it.
To first down. That was Corbin Thacker, I believe.
Oh, that's pretty close. Whoa!
That's a bad spot.
That is a bad spot.
We're looking right down the line.
He was way farther than that.
You could see that at home, too, because Chris got that on the camera. I mean, right down the line we are. Whoops. Hey, you can't get them all, though, right?
Oh, boy. Yeah, we got pretty fortunate with the non-penalty there, but Coach Stern, he's going to go for it, but that was a terrible spot.
Hard count. Push Matthew forward. He's in the bottom of that pile somewhere. This may be another bad spot.
They gave him the first down.
Well, he walked in on that line. Well, those guys are at half a yard off.
Their
towards is messed up.
They're skewed off a little bit.
Final? Okay. Looks like Batesville's going to come out on top, 27-20 over Milan here this evening.
Oh, they put a score in there towards the end then, huh?
No, both did.
Yeah.
Well, it's tied up.
Well, it's tied up, and then, Batesville got one in. All right, so now we're back in business here. Clock continues to run. Plenty of time to get the playoffs. Still 10, 12 seconds.
8th play of the drive. Shoot up about 4 minutes here. This is what we needed to do.
All right, now they're going to start calling their timeouts. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Russ Hubler forward, 4th quarter action. We'll take a quick break. North Decatur leads this thing 41-27. You're listening to Charger Football on the CBN.
Make this the summer event at Acre Automotive. The 2026 models are rolling onto the lot, shiny, new, and ready for you. Stop in today and chat with our friendly sales team at 1407 North Lincoln Street in Greensburg, or give us a call at 812-663-8822. Acre Automotive, where your next adventure begins.
All right, Chris Gainey back here. Matt Morris alongside Hancock Health Stadium. Gus Huber forward, fourth quarter action. North Decatur 41, Eastern Hancock 27. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. That sets everything up for you here in what's been a whale of a football game.
Hey, by the way, as a side note, as we're waiting on them to break this huddle, I believe this is John Reynolds. He made the comment that he's still waiting on his prize from sectional last year. Didn't you mail those out?
Well, yeah, I'm still waiting on my Amazon order to come in for that.
Sorry about that, John. We'll get that.
I'm gonna have to get rid of that big dog I got out there around the house. They just won't stop and drop anything off.
Is that what happened to it? Well, he may not want it now.
Yeah, why would you? All right, North Decatur. Push pass out. Ooh, he got through. Staying down, staying down.
Finishing
Good job.
Staying in bounds. Corbin Thackeray just punishing the defender on that tail end of that run. That's the old snot bubble, Chris.
Yep.
You know,
Blow her out.
you're going to stick your head in there, but you're going to end up on your back with a snot bubble on your head.
All right, so North Decatur are going to be 3rd and 5 here. Clock has ran down to 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Is that second timeout for them?
Yeah, that's 2.
They got 1 left, so it ain't going to be long, and there's going to be no more stoppage and no more timage. First down here, all but about seals the game, man.
Heading into the 10th play of this drive, and chewing clock, just finishing this thing off as we should be. 3rd and 5 is an interesting distance. What do you do here?
Well, you know, it's 1 less than 6. It's 1 more than 4.
That's what makes it interesting, in my opinion.
No, I know what you mean. Just be a little smart alecky. So, yeah, it is. You know, there's a lot of plays that they can run here. They obviously want to keep the clock moving to either make them burn the timeout or run it down here.
And furthermore, if you come up a yard short, you just go for it anyway, given where you're at on the field. The give is to Simon Barber.
Well, we don't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about it because he's just going to go ahead and get a first down. Just another day at the office for Simon.
And that is going to put a W in the barn, I believe. And again, I just want to make sure everybody knows
Good for North Decatur first down.
this North Decatur offense came in here to put 41 points up on the board. Doing a good job. And the guys up front have done a good job. The backs have ran hard. Had good blocking out of our receivers and our backs, and it's just been an all-team effort. The defense has played well tonight, too. So
I imagine we're going to keep this pretty close to the vest here. Power I backfield in the back, and the give is to Thackeray. Thackeray goes over the right side. He's still turning his legs. He might have another first down. He does.
I'll tell you what, that right side over there tonight, Charlie's over there, and Esley's been over there, Pax has been over there, and Hayden with the lead block over there, other than flag down. But I'll tell you what, we've been getting yardage all night on that play, and the blocking's been really, really good. Watley's over there at times, Carter Gray. It's been a very good team effort tonight.
Personal foul there. Called at the end of that play. It has been, to your point.
That's a personal foul on him, I guess.
Yeah. Hitting on all cylinders here this evening. That's clear.
All right. So that's going to move it inside the red zone. You see the excitement building here out of the Chargers. Under 2 minutes to go. We're just going to go to the kneel down, Matt.
With a minute 50 left, first down, we're going to take a knee, wind this clock down.
Victory formation.
Celebrate and begin. Tough win on the road.
Absolutely.
Did they have a timeout left in their pocket? They did. That was their last timeout. We'll keep it right here. Next up for North Decatur as they advance to 2-0. Isn't going to get any easier. Got a Milan team at home.
and they'll be on the warpath here next week, coming off a tough loss up there at
See what you did there.
at Batesville. You see how I set that up?
The
Foreshadowing.
on the warpath. Well, they go in there and they play Batesville, and Batesville's a
Young team, it's a good program though. That program's been going good,
and played them within a touchdown at their place, I believe it was.
I think it was, yeah.
So Milan comes into town, and that's going to be a charged football game the way last season ended
Absolutely.
at their place in the sectional final. So,
Well, you can just count on this. I mean, it's very rare when a North Decatur Milan game isn't a one-score game. I mean, it just year in and year out, it never disappoints. We've been getting most of those victories last year. We didn't quite get there where we wanted to be, and we need to be ready to play next week. And it's going to be tough. There's no doubt about it.
and normally that matchup comes late in the season.
It does.
Not in the sectional,
right.
And obviously you've learned a lot of tough lessons along the way, and everybody's prepared for that game, which just makes it a knockdown drag out every year.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward, you put that game number 3 in a schedule, and different dynamic altogether.
Yeah, you're right. And it's interesting, when you don't play somebody during the year and you play them in the sectional, all you got is film.
Yeah.
It's going to be different this year now when you're going to physically go out there, you're going to know the kids, know the playing, everything like that, and it'll be exciting. So Fields takes a knee here. Going to still be about 19 seconds left on the clock. So they're going to get the football.
We just need to snap it and run around. Be done with it.
There's about 10 seconds difference on the clock. So if you don't snap it, you take the penalty. That's a sure way to run it all the way down. It looks like that's what we're going to do. So their coach used his timeout so that he can get his 10 seconds, I guess.
Because he might have.
He got 2 plays that can
14.
score. You got a 14-point play in 10 seconds.
It's possible.
All right, so we're going to take a penalty. We're going to try a field goal, Matt? Hell, let's try a field goal. Why not?
Might as well. Put Odie out there.
Yeah, back him up. They need to back him up where he kicks off from.
We're going to do the old fumble rooski here until time expires, and then we'll slide down.
Well, you could always snap it and take off running backwards.
Yep.
And then start to run forwards again. You just got to burn. What is it? 6.1 seconds.
The key to that is you got to run.
How did that get down to 6.1 seconds?
Yeah.
They're running the clock over there too. All right, what do you think he's drawing up in there? All right, here's what we're going to do.
Well, you got to run faster than they do.
That's right.
for 6.1 seconds. So stay away from their fast kids. Run at their slower kids.
I got to talk to Gray too to see if I can get my generator. Okay, again, thanks tonight to David Gray and North Branch Golf Course for supplying the power here tonight and everything else. Actually, this has probably been one of our easier things to deal with, Matt. Everything came on live. Everything worked good. It was a good broadcast.
Remote in the elements. Victory formation. We're just going to kind of backpedal, try to jog it out here, keep them off of Matthew for a hot second. 0.30. That's the ball game, folks. North Decatur 41, Eastern Hancock 27. On the road, 2-0 goes the Chargers. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the post-game show right after this. You're listening to Charger Football.
Decatur County Recycling has mobile and permanent sites throughout Decatur County and sponsors our curbside house-to-house pickup in Greensburg. Check out all of the items that can be recycled at DecaturCountyRecycling.com. Plastic tubs, bottles, steel and aluminum cans, and even junk mail can be recycled. Let's win together this season at recycling and protecting our earth for a better future.
All right, back here live, Hancock Health Stadium, where North Decatur has come away with a 41-27 victory tonight, defeating the Eastern Hancock Royals in what was a really good football game. Two good teams, Matt. You got some stats here. We're in the Half Furniture post-game show. I think it's something about being lazy and sitting in a lazy boy, which I'm all for.
Well, it's time to go home and get in a lazy boy, Chris.
Hell, let's do it.
If you don't have
I
one.
got two of them from Taft.
Taft Furniture has this area's largest selection of lazy boys. Score with a lazy boy. Speaking of score, North Decatur did more of that than Eastern Hancock, 41-27 to be exact. North Decatur's second half was notably different than Eastern Hancock's. That Charger defense really put the screws down in the second half.
Third quarter especially, they really tight. It got a little squirrely there in the fourth, but
North Decatur rushed the ball for 226 yards on 36 carries compared to Eastern Hancock's 122 yards. We threw the ball for 219. Eastern Hancock did open it up a little bit for 311 yards. Total offense between the two, 445 yards for North Decatur, 433 yards for Eastern Hancock. So we knew it was going to be electric. You got two offenses that put over 400 yards in the stat book, and that's a heck of a football game, and the scoreboard reflected. Average per play was 8.4 for North Decatur, 7.7 for Eastern Hancock, and penalty yards 51 for North, 98 yards for Eastern Hancock on penalties. Time of possession, North Decatur really stretched it out in that second half, 26 minutes of possession versus Eastern Hancock's 20, and North Decatur is more efficient on third down too, 5 for 9 on third down, 5 for 12 for Hancock, and fourth down, we were 1 for 1. They were 1 for 3. So altogether, North Decatur put better stats up at the end of the day. And like we said at halftime, it was one between the trenches here tonight, I think. Offensive and defensive line for North Decatur showed up and showed out and played a heck of a game. And the backs just did what they were supposed to do behind it. Good defensive pursuit, too, out of the Charger defense, I think. There's a lot of times we stood them up, and the cavalry came quickly.
yeah, they did. I thought the offense starts up front with the guys. I thought Matthew controlled the game very well, and I thought the backs and receivers did an excellent job as well, too. Just a very good team win here tonight, I think. I thought the defense played good. It got a little squirrely there in the fourth quarter, but, that was helter-skelter by them. You know what I mean? They were throwing it around the yard and everything like that. But overall, the North Decatur defense came here and held on, did a good job, especially there in the third quarter. They pretty much took the momentum all out of Eastern Hancock and stretched this thing out enough that they couldn't get back into it.
A good win, 2-0. North Decatur advances. Big week next week at home at Ed Kalen Field. Milan comes to town. We hope everybody will come out and show up for that one.
Yeah, exactly. Get out there and support the Chargers. Get a big crowd out there. It's Milan's going to travel well, so we need to have a full stands over there.
Chris, it's time to go home and get in the lazy boy.
I'm ready.
We appreciate Taft Furniture's post-game sponsorship. If you don't have one, Taft Furniture can get you set up with a lazy boy. Score with a lazy boy. I think that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to get down there and get on that rope and celebrate with this football team. On behalf of Chris Caney, I'm Matt Morris. Thank you all for listening tonight. Chargers go down victorious, 2-0 on the season. We'll see you next time. Thank you all. Have a good night. Thanks for listening.